Welcome, welcome. Come on in and get this live, y'all. If you're here or you're watching, I'm going to record this too. Come on in. We're going to talk about very quickly alignment, okay? Food, fitness, and stress management we're talking about today. I am Kay Jonay. Welcome to the live. Thanks for coming in. Y'all don't forget to tap the screen because this one's going to be quick, okay? Tap the screen and introduce yourselves. Get your daily heart me's. This is going to be a quick live. So share the live, y'all, real quick. We're going to get started a bit momentarily. I will be talking about food, fitness, and stress management, alignment, and how to utilize your blood type in all of those areas. So if you are interested, drop your blood type in. Also share the live, like the live. When you come in, hit them taps because it's going to be a quick one. We're going to be in and out today. So come on in. Hello, welcome in. Al Hinyard, welcome in. I don't know. I can't pronounce that name. K Gates, welcome in. Y'all drop your blood type in because I can't get to it if I don't hear or I don't see anything in the comments. So we got to come on in, tap the screen, get your daily heart me, share the live, like the lives. Hey, Aunt Rizzo, thanks for joining. Okay, I see A is coming in the building. Miss Blondie, welcome in. Y'all share the live, like the live. We're gonna be popping things off. There's gonna be a quick one, okay? Good morning. Good morning, Miss Blondie. Good to see you. Thanks for reposting the live, y'all. Yes, this is gonna be quick. So the first few minutes of the live, y'all, we're gonna be sharing the live, liking the live, getting it out to people. It's Saturday morning. People are on their way to brunches. They're on the way to cook. They're going to the grocery store. Good morning, Meech. Good to see you. So y'all share the live and like the live so we can get this out to as many people as quickly as possible. Okay, we're gonna get this out. Hey, Tori. Yes, it's nice to see you too. Listen, the month of 46 is bringing in some new things, y'all. I'm stepping out my comfort zone. I'm getting in front of the camera a little bit more. So get used to seeing me. This is a quick live, y'all. It's going to be about food, fitness, and stress management and how to navigate that with your blood type, okay? How to utilize that one thing, okay? We talked about patterns and habits the other day, identifying those patterns and those habits, connecting those, being able to understand that now you have to start breaking those things in order to have a better quality of life. So y'all share the live, like the live, repost the live. We got a few more minutes before we're gonna run this thing up before we even get started. Okay, we're gonna run this up, y'all. I've been maintaining a 100-pound loss for 15 years. Okay, navigating my blood type, understanding how to utilize it in every area of my life. So if you are not familiar, if you've never heard of it, welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all make sure y'all follow, get your daily heart me. Make sure that y'all share the live and like the lives because we're going to get it popping in a few minutes. So y'all hold on tight. It's going to be quick. It's going to be efficient. Okay. We're going to come in here for about a good 45 minutes to an hour and really try to get to as many people as possible today on how to utilize because too many people are struggling. We going to the gym, we're doing the workouts, we're eating right, and we're doing all these things, but we're not getting the results that we should be getting. So, in order to get these results, we want to make sure that we navigate a routine that is fit best for you, okay? Not for your friend, not for your family member or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, okay? Because you may not be the same blood type and everybody recovers differently. Everybody needs different foods to be able to thrive and have an easier lifestyle. Okay. We're talking about poor sleeping. Some of us are only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and that is not enough recovery. So, you guys come on in. If you're not familiar, go ahead and grab the guide real quick so that you can refer to that as we're on the call. I mean, as we're on the live here. Yes, I said on the call because you can book a call too. Okay. So we're gonna get talking pretty soon about it. Y'all share the live. I want to see some shares. I want to see some hearts and I want to get to blood types. I only seen A positive so far, and I'll get to how positive and negative plays a part. I'll get to how you can find out your blood type. I'll get to all those things, but I want y'all to share the live and like the lives If you don't have the free guide, I want you to go ahead and go to the tab, open up the link and get the tab. Okay, I see a O negative coming through. The person that can save all of the lives. I see Crystal O negative. Okay, another O negative. Now, y'all, all these O negatives, y'all go ahead and exchange information because we know that O negative can only give to O negative, right? We know that, if you need an organ or if you need a blood transfusion, you can only receive it from yourself. So, you guys go ahead and grab this guide. Okay, it'll explain more. Tap the link, open up the link, get that guide. It'll explain more. And then I'm going to also go into detail on how I maintain a 100-pound loss naturally based with my blood type, utilizing my blood type. So, y'all keep sharing the live. We had 1,000 likes already. That's what I'm talking about coming in. We're going to start firing away. Hey, lock me in. Okay. Oh, look at all the O negatives. Y'all better lock in. I'm telling y'all, get on each other's list, each other's emergency list. It's that important. Okay. It's that important. So, y'all share the live, like the live, send the lives out, invite all your friends, your family members, anybody struggling with medication, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Get them in the room, y'all. Get them in a room. We're going to kick this thing off in the next few minutes. I want to bring up also, some photos for you guys. So I'm going to share a little bit more. I went and pulled some things down. So I'm going to share a little bit more, just give you guys a little bit more of my journey and, growing up overweight and not understanding what foods work best for me. So yeah, we're gonna navigate that, okay? Yes, we are universal donors, but most of all we need, yes, but most help when it's our turn. Yes, that is so true. A lot of times, when you're in the hospital, they reserve O negative for O negative. So if you are a positive anti-gene, meaning you are AB or O positive, your O positive person is going to save you guys 19 pounds, Crystal. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Crystal's not playing. She been rowing. You've been on that 30-minute rower every day, right, Crystal? So this makes what, about a week and a half that you've been consistently, or 2 weeks maybe, right? Or that I've seen you maybe longer, that you've been consistently getting that vigorous and intense workout, y'all. Y'all old blood types got to get it every day. Today is two. I know it was 2 weeks. See, I be remembering. Yes, Crystal. That's what y'all, come on, tap it up for Crystal, y'all. We're not playing. Listen, y'all, it don't take long to lose weight. It takes long to identify your patterns. It takes longer because we are not always ready to make the decision to put our health first or to let go of things that we've been doing for so long, right? So if you've been eating a certain way for so long, if you typically, you have a certain palate that you go after certain foods, it's going to be more difficult to break those patterns than it is to really do what works best for you. So we're going to be, I've seen O's coming in. I've seen one A coming in. Do I have any A, B's in the building? Do I have any B's in the building? Y'all come on and put your blood type in here. Share the live, y'all. Share the live, like the live. I'm never on the weekends, but I'm going to start being on. It's 10 o'clock. We're going to get it popping Eastern time. So many people don't understand how to utilize their blood type. Yes. Okay. O's, A's. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all got my green juice. Yes, I will share what's in my green juice. Okay, there go a B blood type. I know my bees don't like to talk too much, so I gotta get my bees to come on up here and share their business. Okay, come on, B blood types. Where my ABs? Oh, you're O positive. Okay, O pos. Okay, so positive and negative. We're gonna get to those. Okay, we're gonna get to why that's not as important when it comes to food. Good morning. I'm sipping on my green juice. Also, what's in your green juice, Mariah? I want to know. There go an AB. I knew it was an AB somewhere in the building. Y'all share the live and like the live. I want to get some more ABs in here. Definitely want to get some more B blood types in here. That's my crucial blood type because typically they're eating things that their body does not like. Now we're all eating things that our body that it doesn't like, right? It doesn't process well. It has a hard time digesting. But there is crucial things for a B blood type and an AB blood type that they want to start phasing out to see big differences, like, more energy, less fatigue. Okay, there go another B. All right, we getting the part. We got 2 more minutes, y'all. Share the live, share the live. Share the live, like the live, y'all. We got 2 more minutes because I'm telling you, I'm gonna start timing these lives. Okay, we got to get in here and get to the business. Okay, we got apple, spinach, ginger. Hold on. Okay, apple, spinach, ginger, celery, cucumber, and pineapple. Oh, that sound good. That's very similar to my green juice, except for the spinach. And make sure you're deseeding your cucumbers and and taking the skin off if you're, especially if you're a or a AB blood type. And then if you are O blood type, I want you to try it without cucumbers the next few times. Okay, Mariah. So let me know what your blood type is. Drop it in the chat, y'all, because all my recipes in the juice talks that's in my link in bio, it goes by your blood type. So there is nothing in there that is going to not increase your energy. Okay, B blood types here. Yes, positive or is there a positive or negative? There is a positive or negative to being a B blood type. But it's always a positive with all the blood types, right? But when it comes to my B blood types, right? We finna go ahead and jump in. It's 10 o'clock. Okay. So when it comes to my B blood types, we really have to make sure that we're phasing out that bird. Y'all know what bird I'm talking about. I'm speaking upon the chicken. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. That the chicken itself, right? The actual bird has an agglutinating lectin. And what that means is that it's gonna go in and it's gonna clump, it's gonna create clumps in your blood. And what that does is creates fatigue, it creates inflammation, it creates a lot of problems in your bloodstream. Okay. So if we're not detoxing, we're not cleansing our bloods, a lot of times you can be dealing with fatigue, you can have low energy, diabetes, and I'm not saying chicken causes diabetes. I'm saying it is a contributing factor, right? But you also have to make sure that you're working out. So my B blood types, crucial information, right? If you are going to go, if you got the guide, put a one in the chat, okay? Because I already said go ahead and grab the guide. If you got the guide, put a one in the chat because in the guide, it's going to give you your high inflammatory foods, right? It's going to give you some triggers, not all of them, but it's going to give you a lot of them that you can start to test out first. I always tell everybody that comes to my live, test this information out. I've been doing this for 15 years. I also train and help clients all over the world with nutrition, fitness, and stress management. It is a combination. It's not just eating by your blood type. It's also the workouts, the recovery, the sets, the rest times. All of that is in combination with how your body already works. Chicken is terrible for bees. I'm glad you said it, and I'm glad you understand it. It took me 4 years to get my mom off of chicken, y'all. My mom's a B blood type. It took me a long time and even longer to get her off of avocados. So you have chicken, corn, tomatoes, and avocados, right? For the B blood types that can cause mucus, it can cause back pain, joint pain, fibromyalgia, like just all different types of autoimmune issues because of the digestion. I had orange juice right after. See, I told you them hiccups. Them hiccups is a body signal. That is a signal. I'm glad you're noticing this, Crystal, because I always tell people when I used to eat bowls of cabbage, even in a spring roll, y'all, I have hiccups like no other. It is crazy. That is a body signal. Hiccups. You thought of me? Because you sometimes you don't really, relate that to, something that you've eaten, right? Getting sleepy right after you got the guide. Perfect. I'm seeing ones because you got the guide. So if you got the free guide, y'all, that's put a one in the chat. If you don't know how to get it, tap my name here, open up the link. It is a free guide. It is a instant download. Those are crucial signals. So I'm glad you're starting to pay attention to those, Crystal. The hiccups, y'all, acid reflux, burping, a gas that don't smell very well. If you got gas all the time and it doesn't smell very well, it's some things on that plate that your body is not loving. Okay, it could be sugar, it could be gluten, it could be an influx of animal protein, it could be all of those things. And what's different with my system, everybody, is that you don't necessarily have to eat meat, even as an O blood type. Okay, there are non-meat inclusive plans that you can get. It's about stacking the amino acids. Tomatoes is another thing for B blood types. Really and honestly, tomatoes is an inflammatory food for every blood type. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on out there. So all the pizza, the spaghetti and tomato sauces, we all, if you look around at most of the things that they eat and they have, Brussels sprouts are on the list for an O blood type, but not cabbage. Isn't that weird, right? So tomatoes, going back to tomatoes, that is something that is in everything. It's in a lot of the condiments, it's in pizza sauce and spaghetti and marinara sauce and dipping things. So you really have to be conscious of that and try it out first. So if you have any breakouts or itchiness or bronchitis or Grand Rising, D Money, good to see you. Oh, Rich Risings, is that what it says? All right, now wealthy and rich in spirit, okay, and in financial resources. um, but if you're having any type of bronchitis or asthma, especially as an O blood type, tomatoes is a nightshade, right? So you have to watch those. You have to watch potatoes and eggplants and things of that nature when it comes to being an O blood type. So if you have any issues with snoring or mucus building, you're always sick with the flu or colds, you sleep apnea, eczema, things of that nature as an O blood type, phase out of the dairy. Okay. Dairy is going to be a big factor in that. Your nightshades are going to be a big factor in that. So phase out of those things. Most importantly, start to dive deeper into the fitness side of it too. My O blood types, you have to work out, okay? Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. And walking is not enough. Dairy causes, yes, mute. And really there's one blood type that can process some forms like kefir or cottage cheese, like cultured dairy, and that's going to be a B blood type. Any other blood type, it is not your friend. Okay, it's going to be very crucial for you to phase that out. Even when I was heavier, y'all, when I was younger, I did have bronchitis. I did have some issues with my breathing. But now, when I go back, my first job at 14 was Dairy Queen, and I used to eat ice cream every day. Leaving work, I'm looking for a picture to show y'all. I used to leave work every day with a bag full of dilly bars or a blizzard with extra Oreos, all of the things. Okay, so all of that will cause a big mucus, especially in an O blood type. Wheat, gluten, things like that. If you're having joint pain, knee pain, all of those things are going to be a contributing factor. Okay, so breakouts, eczema, especially in kids, you'll see it very big in kids. O blood types that are kids, you'll see it because of the milk and things like that. So yes, you had to put down the tomatoes, Auntie Rizzo. Listen. I'm telling you, y'all, pizza was one of my go-tos. I would grab a cheese pizza quick and I had to let it go because I was finding that I was swollen, my face was swollen. If you're dealing with puffiness, even a lot of my old blood types that don't eat meat, you don't have to. That's the whole point, right? Nobody has to eat animal protein. But the crucial part of it, especially as an O blood type, is making sure that you have the amino acids. Now, don't forget to keep sharing the live. We talking about this information, right? But I want y'all to keep sharing the live out because there is so many people that either somebody is sending me a message in the inbox or a comment or a short that somebody has commented on when it comes to blood type. And we only know a small portion of what blood type can do for us, okay? So we want to make sure we get as much information on what blood type can do. So y'all share the live. Thank you, Crystal, for sharing the live out to, it looks like, more than 12 people. AB blood types in here, thriving off of a plant base, making sure you get your strength training, your band working in, making sure you recover between exercises. Now, if you got the guide, you already put your one in the chat. That's good. If you don't have a guide, if you don't have the free guide right now, put a two in the chat because we want to make sure that we get you guys the free guide. Okay, because this it's a guide that I continuously update. I continuously put more information in, and we talked about the positive and negative. So with positive and negative, that's going to come into play when it comes to organ donation, when it comes to blood transfusions, also when it comes to having kids. Understanding what your blood type is and your partner's blood type is, whether it be your husband, your partner, or the surrogates. Okay, you want to make sure you understand what their blood type is so that you know that you are compatible. One, two, that you want to make sure that if you are a positive and they are a negative, that you let your physician know so that they can monitor you from the start. Okay, that's going to be super important if you are pregnant or deciding to have kids by an opposite antigene. Okay, but when it comes to being positive and negative, that is going to, oh, you don't have the guide. Okay, so go to the two means you don't have the guide. So I want you guys to go up here real quick, tap my name. It takes literally 5 seconds, y'all. Tap my name. and go to the link, open it up. It's the second tab. It's the free guide. It says Blood Type Fit Free Guide. Okay. It's going to look like this when you get to the page. Or you're going to download it. It comes directly to your email, either in your spam or in your inbox. Once you load the guide, it's going to tell you how this relates to your blood type, okay? How it relates to your life. If you don't know your blood type, go to this page, click on the link, and get your blood testing kits. You can also donate blood. So if you have a blood drive coming up or a Red Cross, or you have something in your area where you can go and donate blood, they'll give you a card and it'll actually tell you what your blood type is. If you have had kids, you've had a blood transfusion, you've had a surgery, contact the doctor's office. If it's not on your chart online, contact your doctor's office and they will be able to tell you, looking through or sending you your medical records, and your blood type will be in there. Now, if you've had kids and they didn't have any complications, they didn't have any type of surgeries, they weren't in the NICU or anything like that, their blood type is not going to be in the paperwork. But your blood type, the mother's blood type, is going to be in there. Now, the father's blood type isn't, right? So we got to make sure. Some of us have been married for 10, 15, 25 years and we don't know our partner's blood type. Or I'm saying partner like I was married, y'all. I ain't married yet. But God, y'all, is he in the chat? No, look. But we want to make sure that we understand, what the blood type is, because I also speak about biological characteristics, right? There are certain things that we tend to gravitate towards, our demeanors, the way that we move through life, whether we are assertive or passive or procrastinating, or are we more analytical, more strategic, more factual. A lot of those characteristics are in your blood type, right? And I was speaking when I say you're not late. You're not late, Tall. You right on time. Okay. I just started 10 o'clock. Okay. So keep dropping the blood types. Drop your questions. We'll get as many of those questions that are on topic answered. Yes. Good morning on a Saturday morning, Reggie. I told you now I've been challenged. Once you throw me a challenge, I'm coming in, y'all. They said I don't be on live that much. So, I went from once a week to now I'm going to be incorporating more time and more days. So I'm telling y'all, send it on out. Send the live, share the live, like the live. If you have questions, or if you've in the chat, you've been on my live, you start to see results, come on up and request. Let's talk about it. We're going to make this interactive, okay, for the next 45 minutes. D Money, I done seen your blood type a few times in my chat now. Let me know that you've been phasing out that chicken, that corn, tomatoes, no more Taco Tuesdays, right? Avocados, we're switching more towards the turkey. Turkey is going to be better. Goat, lamb, right? Those are going to be better proteins to sub out than chicken. So it's not looking at it like, oh my God, I'm restricted. I can't have this. No, it's what is going to process better in my body. What's going to help me thrive? What's going to help me sleep better? What's going to help me have more energy? That's what aligning and utilizing your blood type is about. It's not about restriction. It's not about labels. It's not about diets. It's about what works best in my body. So, like the image that I just showed you guys, right? Of me at 260 pounds, growing up from 13 years old to 30 years old being overweight, right? Dr. Cynthia Lampkin is I put a P in there. So it's Lampkin or Lampkin. Be positive. Okay. So we want to make sure that we try out, right? I want all my bees to try out 3 weeks at least with no chicken. That just change one thing. Okay. Just take the chicken out. Once you take the chicken out, I want you to pay attention to how you feel. Do you have more energy? Are you sleeping better? Is any pain subsiding? Watch your also, if anybody in here is diabetic, if you diabetic, you don't got to tell your business if you don't want to, but if you're diabetic, put a one in the chat. If you type 2 diabetic, let's work on two things that we can do to help lower that A1C. And we can also help to get you better numbers, right? So if you type 2 diabetic, you could just put a one in the chat. Okay. And most of my B's are, y'all. Most of my O's that are on the obese side are pre-diabetic or diabetic or have issues with blood pressure or cholesterol. My B blood types typically are dealing with pre-diabetes or diabetes. Okay. So if you in okra water, will definitely okra water, lemon water. If you are an AB or an A or B blood type, be careful if you are an O blood type with the lemon water, okay? Because you already have high acidity. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to how your body is feeling. when you're drinking lemon water, okay? Because citrus is already on your avoid list when it comes to oranges and mandarins. So grapefruits are a goal for your O's, but you want to make sure that you monitor and understand how you're feeling. So paying attention, like you saw Crystal say she was hiccuping, paying attention to hiccups, paying attention to acid reflux, paying attention to burping consistently. You don't know your blood type, okay, Mimi? This is three ways, okay? Number one, get the free guide. Okay, that's one. We're gonna give you three more ways. Donate blood. That's a great cause. So many people are looking for, need blood, plasma, things like that. Donating blood, you can find out immediately. I'm on the FYP, Crystal. Come on and let them know. Y'all share the live, like the live. We want to get more people in this room because listen, it's so much information, y'all. My mom has dropped 65 pounds. She's on one medication, being diabetic from four. She is about to be 70 years old. So this is very crucial, okay? It can help you reduce. So again, back to my B blood types that are dealing with diabetes or pre-diabetes. Make sure that you are getting your strength training in. Typically, my B blood types love to walk. They love to do, dancing and Zumba and things like that, but you are skipping the strength training, whether it's bands, whether it's water bottles, whether it's weights, whether it's laundry detergent. It doesn't matter what you have in your home. If you want to go to the gym, either way, make sure that you're getting strength training in. Okay. That is a crucial factor when it comes to type 2 diabetes. Secondly, do not miss meals. Okay. Especially if you are in a weight loss journey, do not miss meals. Eating breakfast is going to be essential. So a boiled egg, which does not carry the lectins, or, a small bowl of oatmeal with berries, cottage cheese with peaches, things like that to help stabilize you and get your metabolism going to be able to lose weight and release the water, release the fat. Okay. So, two things for pre diabetes and diabetes: start lifting weights and start eating. Do not miss meals. Okay. Now don't glut and don't eat when you're not hungry and all those little snacking things, right? Because when you don't have enough sleep, when you don't eat breakfast, now we're mindlessly snacking. We're just grabbing and nibbling and eating things here and there. That's what can also send your numbers all over the place. Okay. So we want to make sure we have a low A1C. We want to make sure that that glucose is between that 70 and 120. Now, if y'all check my profile, y'all know how I'm throwing these numbers out. I have previous training. I used to be a patient care tech for 14 years. So I've been in the hospital, emergency rooms, NICUs, rehabilitation, all those areas. So I have some knowledge, not all knowledge, but still consult your doctor, consult your physician, listen to your body. Oh my, I've been doing intermittent fasting. See, Dr. Cynthia. So that's a major thing when it comes to being a B blood type. Intermittent fasting, it's not always going to be key because that's not going to keep you stable. So you want to have balance. B blood types think of balance. So balance when it comes for workouts, balance when it comes from your food, balance when it comes with your boundaries. Everything about a B blood type is balance, okay? You can't have too much of this, too much of that, meaning even structure, right? So we want to make sure with if you are a B blood type that you have a variety in your lifestyle. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna take a couple sips of here. I want y'all to share the live, like the live, because I'm paying attention to my body right now. Many of you have been on my lives before. You know that I can get excited. I can start, really talking fast and I lose breaths, right? So now I'm going to just take a few deep breaths. I'm going to drink my juice while y'all share the live and like the live and throw some more questions in this chat. And then we'll come back and keep going again, okay? Y'all just give me a moment to reset and I'll be back. And I'm gonna pull up some pictures. I'm gonna show y'all some things here, okay, just throughout my journey. If you are an A blood type and you are in the chat, you may recognize this feeling, right? You get overstimulated, you talk fast, you walk fast, you eat fast. So it's time to slow down, calm yourself, relax, take some deep breaths, burn some eucalyptus and spearmint, some basil and cedar, take some deep breaths so I can bring my cortisol levels back down. I don't need to be gaining no pounds, okay? But this is another picture of me, you guys, here, right here, right? 29 years old. I'll be 46 on next Friday. Okay. So I'm coming now. Your journey may not be weight loss, right? It may be reducing medication. It may be high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You may be physically in shape, but internally not feeling well. Thank you, Broderick. Listen, I'm gonna come on and bring y'all on in because people see me now and they think, oh, you're so healthy, or oh my God, you eat so, so healthy, or I love your size, but they don't realize where I've been, where I was for 17 years, right? So not understanding my body, not understanding that snacking and eating fried foods and missing meals and drinking certain alcohols and things like that, lots of juice and sugar was not my friend, right? As an A blood type, I thrive on fruits and vegetables. I am plant-based, have been for a long time. I never really liked meat, but I can have some meats, but I just choose to be plant-based. Plant-based meaning not vegan, not alternative meat supplements. So I do tofu because soy is good in my blood type. Okay. It is not recommended for B's or O's, but it is okay for A, B's, and A's. Okay. Our body knows when it enters how to process it. So that's what aligning with your blood type can do for you. So y'all share the live and like the live. I think we got every single blood type in here. We got every blood type in here. If you got the guide now and you did it before, put a one in the chat. I know we had some issues with getting the guide. We should have any. It runs very smoothly. So if you are new, tap my name here, go to the link, open the link, grab the guide. It's the second tab, okay? It's going to be the second tab. It's very simple to get. It's going to come to your spam or your inbox. Okay, guys? It's a free guide. And that's going to show you how aligning and utilizing your blood type in every area of your life: stress management, environmental, food, and also fitness. Because what we know of blood type to this day is most people use it in the form of nutrition. It is much bigger than that. Okay. It's a much bigger lens that you can utilize. And I've been utilizing it in training my clients for over 15 years. Okay, y'all. This really, really works amazingly. If you visit bloodtypefit.com, you will see 90-day transformations. You will see 30-day transformations. You can read their stories there. But it really can help you simplify instead of guessing. Okay. No need to guess. We know what to do over here. Okay. So, what questions do we have when it comes to fitness, right? When it comes to fitness, do you know sets? Do you know what is best for your nervous system? Yes, it says for A's and ABs that calming exercises like Tai Chi, yoga, Pilates. Yes, but we also like to work out. I have the older guy, just click the same link. Just click the link. It's going to update immediately. So if you're clicking that link and you don't see these inserts, let me know. But you should see everything should update from your original link. Okay, y'all. These are everything that I have is lifetime links. So you will never have to re-download or re-put in information. You will always have the same links. Okay. So just go there and just re-click that link and you'll see your guide, because it even changed, the cover changed. Okay. So now you'll see different things on the cover, but yeah, you'll have the same thing in that guide, y'all. So when it comes to fitness, before I was doing 2-a-days, I was boxing, from boxing to jujitsu to, yeah, I was getting it in. Okay. I was getting it in. So don't play with me on the mat either, because I'm a I'm a beast on the mat. Okay. So I was doing spin, I was doing work boot camp and boxing. I was doing all these workouts that I love to do, but it was honestly making me exhausted. It was stressing me out. So sorry, I am new here. I'm having trouble finding the guide. That's okay. Click my link, click my name. When you open it up, go to that link in bio. Soon as you get that, well, soon as you go to the link in bio, it's going to say open the link. When you open the link, it's going to be the second tab. Okay. It's going to be the second tab. I'm going to pull it up so I can, I'm just going to leave it up for everybody. I'm going to leave it up for everybody so I can just keep referencing it. Okay. Y'all give me a moment. Tap the screen. Okay. It's the second tab right here. Second tab. Okay, you can read a little bit more about me if you like. Hello, Valerie Holly. Good to see you. If you haven't dropped your blood type and you're new in the room, drop your blood type. Okay, Kamali, I know you're a B blood type. I see you coming in. Thank you guys for liking the live. If you are ready, if you're on a fitness journey, you've hit multiple plateaus, you're tired of guessing, you're tired of trying to figure it out, you want the blood type fit system, you want all of your blueprints, then that is when you book a call. Know that you will need to invest, okay? There is an investment, okay? It ranges though, right? So the investment of the blueprint system is going to range from 400. I have an exclusive program where I come to you for 3 days. That's going to be my highest ticket, okay? But it ranges from 4 to 3K. So if you want to get lifetime blueprints where you never have to get another system, another program, or nothing, and you'll have guidance from me throughout the entire time, then you book a call with me, okay? And we'll go ahead and get that. There's many ways to finance it. There's many ways to pay for it. You can run a card, you can run a finance, whatever you want to do, but you can get the system. But if you want to do that, book the call. But start with the guide, okay? Start trying these things out too to see how they work for you. So Valerie being an O, we got A's in here. So get that free guide, y'all. Okay. Go to the tab and get the free guide. So thriving for each blood type, right? So when it comes to A, B's, and A's, we're going to thrive on a majority of fruits and vegetables. So you're going to have like an influx of 60% or higher on the fruits and vegetables. Now, if you are an O blood type and you don't want to eat meat, you don't like it, whether it be religious purposes, it be you just spiritual purposes, that's fine. You don't have to eat meat, but what you want to make sure that you do, thank you D Money on the FYP, y'all be letting me know and I appreciate it. That's why I say y'all share the live and like the live, because so many people are out here trying to figure it out. We're buying generic meal plans, we're doing what other people are doing because it works for them. It's not necessarily long term. If you want something long term, understand your body. Start to try to understand what is going to work for you and your blood type. Because even with me, I had to pull chicken out, even though I can have chicken, right? My mom is B blood type. My dad is AB blood type. I am an A blood type. So I still went deeper than just my own blood type and started to remove certain things that didn't work or were on the toxic list for my parents. And that actually helped fuel my results even further. It helps me in my workout because I can do more moderate. I can hit some heavy cycles in between. Maybe I do 1 or 2 days of heavy cycles because I carry those genetics in my line. But if I'm coming from 2 A's and I'm an A blood type, I'm going to stay more on that calmer side. I'm going to do more mat Pilates or yoga, walking, Tai Chi. I'm going to do low impact, high repetitions. So understanding your lineage is also important, but we're all not, privy to be able to do that. Some of our parents have already passed, so we don't know what their blood type was. Could you imagine? You're 70 years old, you don't know your blood type, never knew it. But you know that if you enter a hospital, and what the first thing that they're going to do if you have an emergency situation is they're going to cross match you. They're going to see what your blood type is. If you lose too much blood in surgery, they're going to give you blood. They got to match your blood type first. Because if you give the wrong blood to somebody, you can kill them. So that's is how important even just understanding your blood type is, right? We all should just even know it. Even if you don't choose to utilize it in the areas of your life, which I would encourage you to try, at least knowing it can save your life. So that's the most important message that I can give everybody, all 45 of y'all right now that's on this live right now, is to just at least know your blood type. And then we'll dive deeper into, dating with blood type and understanding the characteristics and understanding how to communicate with someone of another blood type. All of those things can come into play, but you got to know your blood type first. So 3 ways to find out again: donating blood, checking your medical records if you've had surgery, if you've had any type of, yes, you bought some kits, the Eldon kits. Yep, for 5 tests. Exactly, Capricorn. Right here, y'all. The people that deliver every day, the amazing. Yes, this is exactly where you can go to. They're also linked in the wellness shop on my link in bio. They're also in there if you want a direct link and you don't want to search for them. They're also in there and you can order them from there. It don't matter where you order them from. Just test yourself, your significant others, your kids, because like myself, I'm not my mom or my dad's, right? So we could have multiple different blood types in your household. I have a family right now. The dad is an AB and the mom is a B, and they have all the blood types. Each one of their kids is a different blood type. So watching certain foods like the chicken that is toxic for the ABs and the B blood types, and giving more fish, more, like whitings and ocean perch and cod. Those are great essential cold water fishes for a B blood type, right? Really great also for an A blood type. If you're on a weight loss journey, utilizing fish is going to be essential. You get your protein, you get your fats, and you also have a lighter and an easier protein to digest. That's going to be across the board for every blood type. So if you're on a weight loss journey, if you turn more towards the fish, that's going to also aid you into losing more weight. Okay, but don't do it just to lose weight. Do it to maintain. Do it for longevity. I don't get a lot of information on A's. Yes, I'm A, right? So right now, y'all, I drink juices every day. I don't drink juices just to cleanse. I drink juices to get my daily vitamins and mineral intake as well. So there's fennel in here. Wait, is this my green one? Yeah, this is my green one. So it's collard greens in here, fennel in here, parsley in here, lemon, turmeric, ginger in here. There's what else do I have in? Oh, green apples are in here. Lemon plums are in here. So I do a mix. Like if you go here, y'all, I'm telling you, explore all my links first off, okay? Because I got all of the things for you. But if you go in there, when you put your supers in one blend of a juice, that's gonna give you more energy. It's gonna help you thrive. It's gonna take you through your workouts. You're gonna be more full, so you don't even crave a lot of sugar. You don't crave the sugar because I know my A's and my opas, we can crave on that sugar side, right? On that snacking side. So my B's, you tend to be a little bit more on the saltier side, the spicy side. Y'all love a good crawfish broil or what them little bag things y'all be eating. Come on, B blood types, because y'all know I'm talking to y'all. So what y'all be over there eating with the crabs and shrimps and lobsters and sausages and all those things in the bag? The what's it called? I just seen somebody, the jambalayas and all those things, okay? Is that what it's called? Y'all B blood types love a good spice and seafood broil. Yeah, that's what I thank you, Alfonso. That and you're not supposed to have it. Come on and say it. Exactly. Because it doesn't know what to do. Your body doesn't know what to do with it once it enters. So when people say, oh, I can't have nothing. No, you can have a lot of things, but you don't want to eat something that's going to cause havoc in your gut. You're salty and sweet, yes. But the good thing about my bees is, they like a little sweet, but they don't indulge. They don't gotta have a whole cheesecake or a whole pie like most A's. And oh, we go in the A blood type, we go want cookies and chocolate and all of the things. Okay. So I drink a lot of my juices to keep my vitamin intake up. I get instant headache. Yes. And that's probably because you haven't had it and you know that it doesn't work for you. So you started phasing that out, Capricorn 90. That's so important that's another body signal. Headaches all the time. Y'all, headaches is not normal to have all the time. Back spasms, joint pain, um, hiccups and burping and taking Beanos and Tums, or oh, I got indigestion. No, because something on that plate, your body said, please stop giving me. Yes, I love sugar, and my stomach is listen, it's that sugar. Take that sugar, take that gluten out. Phase that sugar and that gluten out. I am flour. Phase those out because that's one thing. If we know it's hard, that's why I tell people all the time, right? It's the pattern. It's not just knowing. You can have everything you need, even if you get all the blueprints you need in front of you. If you don't identify the habit or the pattern first, you're not going to be able to break that. So you have to tie that to why you have it all the time. So for me, when I started looking at how much sugar I was eating, I noticed that I ate it at nighttime most of the time. I ate it around feeling. So whether I was happy, sad, stressed, whatever the case was, sugar was at the forefront of all of that. So I had to find other ways like workouts or journaling or stretching or drinking more juices with vitamins and minerals to keep the sugar away from me, right? So that's the most important thing first is understanding what is your habit, what is your pattern, what do you typically do on a daily basis, tracking the behavior. Absolutely, Cooper Coalition, tracking the behavior. And that's what I teach a lot of my clients when I go through this transition. That's why when you get the system, you're not on the system alone. You're going to understand and you're going to be able to break all of these things down and how your body works and also how to utilize them to identify what you're typically doing, right? Blood, oh, not supposed to eat tomatoes. No, yep, exactly, Broderick. Nobody really should eat tomatoes. And that's the thing that they promote the most. That's in most kitchens, that's in most restaurants, that's in all of the food. It's either in a dipping sauce or it's on a bread or it's in a food, right? Like all of the Olive Garden, right? Parmesans and all of the different mixtures of pastas, it all has tomatoes. Tomatoes is very inflammatory. They definitely interfere with breathing, all of the things. So y'all try it out first, right? Everything that we're saying here on the live today, all 63 people, right? Try out what is on that list. When you get the free guide, look at the inflammatory list, okay? And then just start taking those things out first. Try that first. And then track how you feel. If you normally have indigestion or acid reflux, start to feel like, oh, you know what? I haven't really had no issues with that. Like, for instance, two things that I know my O blood types eat, and y'all come on in the thing, like orange juices and come on, Cooper Coalition. Cooper Coalition know something. Is it Copper Coalition? Copper Coalition. I'm saying Cooper. Is it copper? Yeah, copper coalition. Know some things here, right? And typically my O's will love orange juice, cucumbers, and avocados, right? And dairy, because y'all know y'all be over there. It's the weekend. Do we have a holiday? No, we don't have a holiday. So we have Easter coming up. My old blood types, no macaroni and cheese on the menu. I know you make the best ones, but you won't make it this year. Okay. And your skin breaks out. If you're dealing with eczema, if you're dealing with acne, if you're dealing with, skin or craters, things like that in the skin, phase it out. Okay. Miss Blondie, you know I'm talking to you about that macaroni and cheese. No macaroni and cheese, old blood types for Easter. Just go ahead and tell everybody it's not going to be on the menu. We will not be making that this year. It has been phased out due to your health. Thank you very much. That's all you got to put on there. They'll be all right. Okay. Because my O's, y'all, they get down on the macaroni and cheese. They make the best. And they love to have it. I know, listen, I got to tell the truth. I can't do nothing but no lies told over here. Okay, y'all. Now, my ABs, y'all stop snacking throughout the day. Okay. You say yes, it's bloodtypefit.com. All one word, y'all. We're asking for this right here. It's bloodtypefit.com. That's all one word, okay? Y'all, that's where y'all can see. Read the stories, y'all. I know we don't have time to read and things a lot of the times, but y'all read the stories. Read what the people done went through, okay? And that way you'll be able to see. Watch the video, y'all. Watch the video. Just watch it, okay? That way you'll be able to see, right? Do y'all see this here? This is a 90-day transformation. Do y'all see that? 90 days. You see all the inflammation in the face, under the eyes? This is 90 days, y'all. She's gonna be on again. She's been on my lives. 90 days. She's talking to y'all right here. Okay. They talking to y'all. Y'all come on out here and see these people. Okay. This is 30 days. 30 days, old blood type. Okay. That's a 30 day. 90 days, AB blood type. 90 days. So imagine what it does for the rest of your life, right? This is why I don't active have to coach people throughout their life, right? It's people that I worked with 10 years ago that still have their plan, they're living their best life. We check in here and there, but they no longer need me, and I'm okay with that. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be in your life I'm here to be in your life forever, but I'm not here to coach you forever. Okay, there's not a new plan, there's not a new this, a new that. It's this one system. I wonder if there's any connection between blood types and dementia. Absolutely. I am flower. That's why I get on people a lot when they come here and they talk about intermittent fasting, right? Intermittent fasting. This is my opinion. I'm gonna state it out, okay? My opinion. If you have a job, if you're working, you got kids, you're dropping them off, you're exercising, you're moving around, you're doing all of these things. Intermittent fasting should not be for you. Okay. Your body thrives on complex carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables, brown rices, lentils for some people, not for everybody, especially O's, quinoas, things of your body needs carbohydrates. Your brain needs it to think. So, an influx of just high protein and low carbohydrates, if you're not thinking, what you think happens when you're 60, 70, 80 years old? Alzheimer's and dementia, right? Influx of animal protein. You have to be able to have a balance. You need to have complex carbohydrates. It is important. Influxes of sugar, right? Then we see what surfaces, the big C. So yes, preservatives. This is an important information. People, yes, that's why I tell y'all share the live like the lives. Share the lives. We got 15,000, we got 58 people. Y'all come on, tap it up. Because the more y'all tap it up, which is free to do, right? The more y'all tap it up, the more it gets out to people, the more people get to see it. Because I'm telling you, I have people reducing medication. My O blood types that have high blood pressure, walnuts and pecans. That's oh, you an O blood type. Walnuts is a super for an O blood type. Okay, so and pecans are great, but I will go almonds and walnuts with an O blood type. And you could also make meat out of them. So if you are an O blood type and you are on the plant-based journey, you can double up with quinoas and walnuts and almonds and mushrooms. You can that's a protein bowl right there, right? Not lentils, because lentils is on your avoid list. So you don't necessarily have to have animal protein. You can have fish, salmon, and have that on top of a protein bowl mixed with quinoa, mushrooms, and things of that nature, right? You got chickpeas. Chickpeas is another form of great protein, but not for A blood type, right? So there's certain things that even when I eat chickpeas, I instantly get a headache. But if your body is not cleansed, if you haven't been detoxing, if you haven't done parasite candida cleanses or herbal cleanses, then a lot of these reactions you won't see right away. When your body is cleansed, you'll see these reactions right away. That's the reason why in most of my kids, my athletes, as soon as they stop eating something, they see the switch quick because their body hasn't had, I like to say, as many years on it. Versus a 46-year-old, like I'll be 46 in March on the 13th, next Friday. So I didn't start detoxing to the age of 30. I didn't find out my blood type to the age of 30. So I'm in the same group with a lot of people that's on here that don't know your blood type or have never detoxed. So once you start to do that, whether that be a herb, you mean 26? Come on, Copper Coalition. I take 30. I take 26 all day. I have a 23-year-old, well, 22-year-old. He'll be 23 in November. Um, but no, that's the whole thing, right? So age is energy. Thank you so much. Lentils is that the same as onions? No, lentils is another form of a protein. It's a legume. So you can have A blood types, right? AB blood types and A blood types can have lentils. B blood types, O blood types, lentils is not on your list. It's actually on the avoid. So what I say all the time is you want to go by your super beneficials and you want to go with your neutrals. If you are in a weight loss phase of your life, you want to stick to the majority super beneficials. And then you add in some neutrals here and there, right? Then when you're on a maintenance phase, you can go back and forth between the neutrals and the supers, never really eating the avoids because the avoids are avoids for a reason, meaning that they have issues digesting. They have issues in your body just in general. So that's the reason why you want to stay away from your avoid list. And just really play around with there's so many supers and neutrals that every blood type can have when it comes from condiments, beverages, herbs and spices. Getting back to herbs and spices, a lot of us are juicing or buying juices, right? My suggestion is don't buy no juice out the store. And I mean as far as like a grocery store. Now, if you're at a farmer's market, if you're at Whole Foods and you read the label, there's no filtered water, there's no nothing that it should be all foods in here because most green juices when you buy them out of the store is going to have what cucumbers in them. Cucumbers is on the avoid list for O blood type. So you want to that's why it's so important to just invest in your own cold press juicer and juice your own juices. Find the recipes, get your blueprints, find the recipes that work best for you and make your own juice. That way you know that you're putting everything in it that your body likes. I never put collard greens in a juice before 30 years old. I didn't know nothing about no collard greens and no juice, right? Fennel, I didn't use until over the age of 30. I started using fennel maybe 5 years ago. Had no idea. Fennel is a super for me. I haven't bought juice out of the store in years. I juice my own. D Money, come on now. That's the way to do it, right? We have and people mean well, right? By juicing and selling juices. They mean well, but you don't know what you don't know. If you don't have this information, then you don't know it. So yes, juices, cold pressed juices are great for everyone, but there's also what is called a balance. So for me being an A blood type, I can do 60% fruit, 30% veggies and 10% herbs, right? But I wouldn't necessarily give that to my O blood types or my B blood types. I want you guys to do more 60% vegetables, 30% fruit, 10% herbs. Hey Joshua, oh good to see you. Good to see you. I just started using fennel seeds. Yes, fennel is the bomb, right? Even with my O blood types, right? If you are eating meat, filet mignon is one of the top steaks. I'm doing amazing. Thanks for asking. One of the top beefs, grass-fed beefs that I recommend for an O blood type if they are eating meat. And you can season that and saute that with fennel, which is another one of your super herbs. So parsley's and fennel is great to have paired with the filet mignon with, say, a sweet potato with some sauteed spinach. Yes, I will have a great. Thank you so much. I sure will. You are so welcome. No, you're not interrupting. Everybody is in. Feel free in the chat. We just want to keep it on topic, y'all, and we want to talk about saving lives. So y'all share the live, like the live. Continue to share the live. Y'all push the live out because y'all know y'all been on TT. Y'all know how TT works, right? So if we here, we're enjoying this convo. We're brains. We know we're dropping it in. We're getting our questions. Y'all make sure that y'all get this out to y'all friends, y'all family. Y'all know all people ain't doing nothing this early in the morning. They headed to brunch, and if you're headed to brunch, my B blood types. Thank you so much, Joshua, for sharing it to more than 5 friends. Everybody in here share the live to 5 people. Okay, share the live, like the live. Let's go ahead and have a little, just what they call a little silent moment. Let me drink my juice. I appreciate it. Try these things out, Dr. Cynthia. Try. Thank you so much. We're gonna keep it on topic, y'all. I appreciate all the comments. I know y'all ain't got me driving no puzzle. Lord, I gotta draw a puzzle, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I'll give y'all one puzzle alive, okay? One puzzle alive. So thank you so much. So back to the juices. Dr. Cynthia, I wanted to just come back to you too, just being a B blood type, okay? You can incorporate these juices on a daily basis, okay? But just make sure that you have 60% veggies, 30% fruit, 10% herbs. That is going to be the mixture, okay? And then finding out what fruits and what veggie combinations are the best. You can do that by getting the juice talks that's in the link in bio, or you can do that by booking a call if you want the full spread of blueprints in front of you. Or you can even look up certain things. There's a lot of information that is out that talks about just some high inflammatories or superfoods for each blood type, okay? So you can look up those things and start to, y'all don't like these collars, it's so tight on my neck. Y'all can look up those things that also work best. But what I've been able to do is integrate it along with fitness and stress management. So that's why I say my system is a bit different because not only do we guide through and we work on these progressions together, but it comes also with the environmental piece. I will thank you so much. You have a great day as well. It does come with environmental piece. So understanding your environment, where do you thrive? Where do you travel to? What foods, what temperature gives you the best feeling? I know a lot of my O blood types. If you are O blood type in here, I'm gonna tell y'all business real quick. Y'all really like to have a cool atmosphere at nighttime. So how many of y'all got fans in y'all rooms? Put a one in the chat. I'm talking to my O's. How many of my O's sleep with a fan or got the AC on low when they go to sleep at night? Put a one in the chat. I know it. Come on through with the ones, because I'm gonna tell y'all business today. We're gonna tell all the businesses. Oh my God, my husband. I'm telling you, your husband is an old blood type. Come on, who come on, yep, come on, Shannon. No fans, but I like it cool. So that AC is on low, right? God moves everything around me. He sure does. And around me too, baby. Covered. I love that name. Me and my man, he and he has to have a fan. I'm saying don't cut their fans off. If you cut a fan off on an O in the middle of the night, they're gonna wake up out their sleep and they gonna get up and cut it right back on, okay? Them O's like it cool, and they like that fan. And sometimes they had that fan right here when they sleep. Like, how you got the fan blowing up your nose? Like, it does not need to be that cold. So that is that is a characteristic, y'all. That is already embedded. That is just how O blood types are. They really love that atmosphere. They sleep best. They feel rejuvenated when they wake up from that temperature, okay? That is common, okay? So these are things that I love to point out when it comes to different blood types, because it doesn't matter if you're related or if you're, you may not even know each other, but that's how O's are. I'm not O, but I turn on when I have hot flashes. D Money, you are entitled to have that fan if you have hot flashes. Absolutely. If you touch that thermostat, you go get it. I'm telling you. They be like, who put the thermostat on 70 and I had it on 63? It's like, why is the thermostat on 63? Like some of my bees are like this too. It's like, come on. It be so cold, y'all. Yeah, 68 all year long. That is so funny. So these are things that are just already embedded in us, right, y'all? So if you are dealing with any little bitty things, like you could be in great shape, but say you're excessively snoring, or you have bronchitis, or you need to have certain things. Look at some of the foods that may be causing inflammation in your body, may be causing havoc on the way that you're breathing. So my O blood types, look at the dairy, check the cucumbers, check the avocados, the cabbage, because y'all tend to also love cabbage. Check little things. We have, kimchi is so great for fermented. It's great for some people, like B blood types. It is not going to be something that processes well in every blood type. So just trying these little things out, you can navigate what works best for you. So that's the essential thing. Now we spoke a lot on you love cabbage. Valerie. I loved cabbage too. And I used to hit every single time. Now let me try to eat a spring roll these days, y'all. That first bite, that first chew, I'm gonna start hiccuping like nobody's business. So if those things are signs, those are body signals. So whether it's a headache, whether it's a acid, acid reflux, whether it's hiccuping, burping, gas is the biggest one, y'all, that people don't realize. Gas. If you are pooting all the time, I'm gonna just keep it with 100. If you are out here pooting all the time and it really smell like you about to kill somebody, check that plate. Check your plate. It's something on that plate that your body is like, please stop eating this. Okay, that's the sign, that's the signal. If your skin is always dry, you always have to moisturize. Like, especially, you could be 2 minutes out the shower and you already ashy. Look at hydration. Also, look at things that you're ingesting. Get your minerals and your vitamins. Ground turkey is like that for me. And then you have to look, Tori. You have to look at that processing of it, right? Because we mentioned in A blood types and AB blood types that the body doesn't like preservatives. The body doesn't like, nobody body really likes preservatives and chemicals, but the people that have the most issue with it is A's and ABs, right? We're going to have the most issues when it comes to boxed or canned goods or things that are in packages. Are apples and bananas good for, apples are, yes, apples and bananas are great. I wouldn't do too much on the apple when it comes to being an O blood type, but bananas are good. Great way to start the morning. You can, I always say, have it in balance with other things, right? So, sometimes you see somebody play, you're like, oh, why they got that on their plate? It's about the balance, right? So, boiled eggs are also another great source of protein for my B's and my O blood types, not recommended for my A blood types. Do you recommend RH negative? So, when you're negative, it's the same palette, the same food profile as a positive. The difference is your characteristics. The difference is like what you may gravitate towards. My negatives gravitate more towards, my own negatives specifically gravitate more towards the food. They love food. Okay, they're not so much on the snack like the M&Ms and the little sweet things here and there. My O positives tend to like more of the appetizer things, like wings and fries or tenders and fries. Like they tend to like more snacky foods. Iceberg give you acid reflux. Yeah, because iceberg, what's your blood type? Because I know iceberg is good for A's. Iceberg, any type of lettuce really is good for A's, but thriving on romaine. So I do put a lot of romaine lettuce inside of my juices as well. Swiss chard is very okay. That makes sense. Oh, next, so go to Swiss chard, Valerie. Go to Swiss chard. That's a Muslim. Is it Muslim? Muslim, I think it's called. That's a good one for my old blood types. Okay, so yeah, go more towards the romaine, green leaf, spinach is going to be good. Kale, arugula is going to be good. Those types of things for old blood types. Okay. But y'all, listen, if you want all of these things in front of you, if you want just all of the blueprints, which I'll pull it up and show you guys. If you want all of those things, it's time to book a call, okay? Because I know I'm on live, I'm going to be on live a lot more, but there is still things that I don't have fully in my brain until I get on calls specifically with people, because I typically work with people hand in hand, right? So if I pull up this thing here, right? I got a lot of stuff on my screen, don't judge me. Um, if I pull up this here, Oops, I can't pull it up fast. Okay. So one of them here, right? If I pull up this here, this entire blueprint is, let's see how many pages we got, y'all. I don't know, it's like 90 some pages, right? This is your entire blueprint on fitness. Everything you need to do, rest times, recovery, how many sets, how many reps, trackers. Everything is inside of the is inside of the blueprint, right? So everything on what you need to do to align in 90 days is inside of the blueprint. So everybody has their own activators, O blood types, B blood types, AB blood types. You get a set of 4 of your own blueprints, and it'll be fitness, it'll be how to manage your stress, what kind of environment you're best thriving in, and your food. All of that is going to be in one, and you only can see that system by booking a call. You can't just go on and invest and get the system offline. I don't have it online. I only do it personally with the person, and every call is on a Google Meet. I'm looking at you. We're talking about where you are, where you wanting to go, and how to get there, how to navigate your transformation. Okay. So the information that I'm giving you is here. The transformation is inside of the blueprints, and I can definitely show you how to get to your goal much quicker than what we're a lot of people are dealing with now. Thank y'all for liking the live and sharing the live. Sharing the live, y'all keep on pushing it out. We got 50 people in here. We at 23K. Oh, we got to get to 100,000. You're welcome, Joanne. Hey Ella, thanks for joining. I think I seen your profile pic before. Welcome in, everybody. Everybody new that's welcoming in. Get your free guide, okay? Get your free guide. If you don't understand, y'all let y'all kids. This is kid friendly. All the kids need to know their blood type too. Every kid should know their blood type. If I knew my blood type, I knew I used to be hiding meat in pillowcases when I was 10 years old for a reason, y'all. I did not like meat. My mom says to this day, if she would have known, she would have grew me up plant-based because I never liked meat. I never really liked chewing it. I would put it in pillowcases. I would throw it away just to get dessert. Because yes, I loved me some sweets. Okay. So make sure this is the table of contents of the free guide, y'all. Look how much information is in here on the free guide. It even gives you a quiz at the bottom of the guide. It gives you a quiz. It's not, there's no right or wrong answers, but it really will have you reflecting on, wow, is this me? What blood type am I? If you don't know your blood type, it's always good to find out your blood type before you're reading this, right? But I go through your blood type and active blueprint. All of this is in the guide, y'all. Blood type, fitness, and movement. It gives you questions and reflections on how are you feeling throughout your workout. I just did a post the other day about being sore for multiple days. If you've been sore for 3, 4, 5 days after your workout, you can't hardly walk. You can't stretch it out. It's just you don't know why you're that sore. You've been working out for a while. That workout routine may not be for you. You may be doing the wrong routine and it's causing stress on your body. So finding out those things, trying out those things is going to give you better results long term. Okay, we want to stop all the guessing now. We tired of doing all these different plans. We tired of finding all this. Where do you find the guide? It's going to be in my link in bio. Click my name. Click the link in my bio. Thank you for reposting the live. 30 Shades of Her. Y'all see, be like 30 Shades of Her, 37 Shades of Her, and repost the live. Okay. I don't never tell people to follow nobody, but follow her. Okay. Follow her and to share the live and like the lives. Thank you for following. But going back to it, also 3 top reasons you need to know, right? And it's not just about food and nutrition, it's also about digestion, support longevity and recovery. Also, it helps you handle your stress and your hormones. Understanding this, right? This is why I don't watch TV. Right before I get ready to go to bed, I'm not scrolling, I'm not watching TV and certain ways that my body processes it, and I want to set it up for the best. I pop up automatically, no alarm needed. I just wake up out of my certain amount of hours that my body needs. I sleep eight, at least 7 to 8 hours a night. Most nights I sleep 8 hours. And I know if you're in here and you're surviving on 4 to 5 hours of sleep, put a one in the chat. If you get less than 7 hours of sleep, put a one in the chat. And then go watch my post on sleep. Did I post it yet? No, I ain't posted yet. But put one. If you're sleeping less than 7 hours a night, which is most of us, right? Because we got things to do. Put a one in the chat. We see CC. We got Meech. Meech is sleeping less than 7. Y'all put it in here. Go ahead and tell your business. This is a safe space. Share, share, share. Yeah, thank you so much. 37 Shades of Her. I do my best. Listen, this has been laid on my spirit and my heart, y'all. I'm in my assignment fully, and I am here to save as many lives as possible, help extend the quality of as many lives as possible. Okay, that's my mission. That's what I'm here to do. Thank you, Shorty Black Spice. Less than 7 hours of sleep. I know we got some more people in here sleeping less than seven, because I know I was sleeping less than 7 hours of sleep, and I had no idea on why my results were stagnant. Whether that be mental clarity, whether that be as soon as you wake up, you're reaching for coffee, you're reaching for sugary snacks, you're reaching for something to like give you a boost of energy. How many people drinking Red Bulls and Celsius and energy drinks and things like that? Because your body's not recovering, your body's not resetting at nighttime. So whatever you can do in your schedule, whatever you can do to get over 7 hours of sleep, at least seven at the minimum, is you want to start trying to incorporate that now. Whether that be taking no late calls, not checking your emails. Look, that email gonna be the same email at 9 o'clock that it is gonna be at 9 a.m. Okay. If you ain't got the information back to them at 9 o'clock at night, it ain't gonna hurt you to get it to them at 9 a.m. I don't have consistent sleep. So, and then there's gonna be two things, right? There's gonna be two things. Consistent sleep is going to also come into play with how late are you eating, right? So if you are AB or an AB A blood type that is more sensitive, takes longer to digest food, number one reason being the low acidity, right? Then you're going to need a longer time of your last meal between the time you go to sleep. So if you go to sleep at 10, your last meal should stop around 5. If you go to sleep at 12, last meal should stop around 6, right? Because you want to have at least 4 to 5 hours, especially if you're eating animal protein. Because you don't want your body to be digesting and trying to sleep at the same time. It cannot do both. So your body is either going to digest all the food that you just ate. If you ate at 9 o'clock and you went to bed at 10:30, that's an hour and a half sleep. It takes chicken 4 hours to digest. So, when you're eating berries and fruits and things like that, you got 20-minute digestion, 30 minutes, an hour for an apple. But if you have animal protein within that mixture, then now you're adding hours to your digestion. So if you're going to eat that, then you have to have a longer period of time in between to before you go to sleep so that your body can fully rest and recover. So if you're not doing that, try that out over the next week coming up, is eating, if you're a B and A blood type, at least 4 to 5 hours before. And if you are a B and O blood type, I would go 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours before. Give yourself that break. Yes, Valerie. Uh-huh. So if you're O blood type, I would eat, if you go to bed, say, 10 o'clock, then last meal at 6, right? Last meal at 6 p.m., especially if it involves meat, which it should, because you shouldn't have complex carbohydrates in your meal at nighttime. That's a plug now. That's a plug, y'all. That's in my blueprints. I'm going to give it to you. That's a plug. Old blood types, complex carbohydrates at nighttime, not your friend. Okay. So if you're going to have a stir fry, you're going to have protein and vegetables, whether that be plant-based protein and vegetables or animal protein and vegetables, either one, it don't matter. You're going to have that at nighttime. Okay. Especially if you're on a weight loss journey or a muscle building journey. Okay. That's what you're going to have. If you're gaining lean muscle mass, then a sweet potato you can interject inside that meal plan. Okay. I try not to eat after 6 p.m. So do you notice your sleep being different when you don't eat after 6 p.m., Shorty Black? Because what should be happening is when you go to sleep, you're gonna sleep that 7 to 8 hours, 9 hours. It's great for some people on recovery, and then you just gonna pop up. Like the body just pops up, y'all. But once you've been yes, see? Perfect. That's exactly what you want. That's the signal you want to have. But if you're struggling to get out of bed and you're forcing yourself because you haven't got the right amount of rest, your body has digested that first 4 to 5 hours of the time that you slept. So if you slept for what you think is 8 hours, but your body was digesting food for the first five, you really only slept three. And that's why you feel so restless. So it's super important if you're on a weight loss journey, if you're on just a health journey in general, but especially weight loss, your body will not release that fat and it won't release that fluids if you don't get enough sleep. So if you're waking up puffy, we got all these things with people doing the lymphatic drainages and telling you get all these vibration plates. Now, don't get me wrong, vibration plates do work. Okay, it's a way to use them, but they do work. But you can really help yourself better by just eating and giving yourself a little bit more time. I can be up running without sleep for over 24 hours, but I don't, yeah. No, we all can survive, right? We all gonna make sure we can get it done. We know we have things to do. If you got to be at work at 7 o'clock and you only slept 3 hours, then you just only slept 3 hours. Now, are you gonna perform at your best? Are you gonna be your best? Are you gonna be foggy and irritable and groggy? And are you gonna be going off on folks or short tempered, or are you gonna have road rage? All of those things come into play when you don't have enough sleep. So yeah, you can be up and you could be functionable, but it's not going to be, y'all, these messages coming through like crazy. But your body is not going to have its best position. You're not going to be thriving, right? We talk about frequency, we talk about vibrations, we talk about having a quality of life. So a quality of life is putting your health first. Quality of life is making sure you're intaking the right fruits and vegetables and supplement. We can't just supplement if we're not going to change the fruit. We drinking on a Coke, but we taking oil of oregano. Like, make it make sense. If I'm calling y'all out, I don't mean to. I'm the messenger, so don't hate me, okay? Just listen. Don't hate me, because I've been there. I've done all of these things, okay? I've done all of the energy drinks. I've had all the sugar. I've eaten all the little snacks, McDonald's and Burger Kings and Chick-fil-A's. I worked at three or four of them throughout my life. So I'm just speaking on experience, okay? I'm telling y'all from where I was right before, and I'll go back because we got some new people in here. Where I was before, right? I started because I haven't always ate salads. I haven't always, had all of oregano and soursop bitters, okay? I've been on the other side, okay? What I call the dark side, okay? I don't like how I felt inside when it happened. Yes, listening to your advice helped me. Yay! 37 shades of her. I'm gonna send you my link, okay? Because I've been telling people that's been coming to my live, and they take a little bit and they utilize it. I would love for you to give me a review. Just anything you want to write. It don't matter what you write. Anything you want to write, I would love, because you guys, look, I've been doing this for 15 years off camera. And going through my journey and helping people at the same time. I went into school, got all my educations, but I never really kept track of how many people I was helping. I just knew I was helping so many people until I started training. And then I still wasn't getting reviews. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all like what's going on and y'all putting it into use and it's working for y'all, hit me up so I can get y'all the link so y'all can go ahead and share to these people out here in the world, because we got to know that it's something better than just taking medicine or trying all these endless programs. And not most things work for most people, right? Most people are O blood types. Okay, that's the largest blood type. Um, in the world. So yeah, a lot of things are based on, even when I did my personal training through NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine. When I'm reading through this, I'm like, wow, this is based on an old blood type. It's telling, zero point 0.8 per grams per pound for protein. Yeah, typically for an O blood type, but A blood type, AB blood type, we don't need all that protein. We need a balance. We need to have complex carbohydrates, fruits, things like that, right? So I'm gonna pull up another photo for y'all. Let me turn up the volume. Now she still look like me, right? So 260 pounds, y'all, right? So it ain't always wait for some people, right? It could be just feeling better, right? It could just be increasing your energy, or watching out for certain things. So my O blood types, my men specifically, if you're in here and you're in shape, you feel great, but you have high blood pressure, come on and get that workout together, right? So I know you're great with lifting weights, you're great with doing all the different workouts, but we need to get that cardio. We need to make sure we get that intense cardio, whether that be sprint sets, whether that be on the elliptical, whether that be biking, whether that be boxing. Boxing is a great form of intense cardio, resistant cardio for my O blood types. But you want to make sure that you get that in after you do your weightlifting, okay? My O's, you want to do your resistant cardio after, because you come into the gym already relaxed. You already have a temperament of relaxation, right? You're very mild mannered. Like, you don't really get worked up quickly. If you're O blood type and you're resonating with this, put a one in the chat. My O's, y'all real cool, calm, and collected most of the time. So, when you come into the gym, you're feeling like your heart rate is at rest. Everything is good. So you can do your warm up. Thank you. Come on and let them know, O's. When you get in there, You're already at rest. So you can go in there, do your warm up, stretch, mobility, myofascial release, whatever you're going to do, and then go to your lifting sets. Once you do your lifting sets, then you're going to go to that cardio. I see so many old blood types because I can look at shapes a lot of the times too. When I'm in the gym and they own the cardio for 45 minutes and they just got to the gym, y'all don't have to do that. I want to save you time, okay? So I'm gonna save you time by get on that squat rack, okay? Get them weights, lift, okay? Now, if you want specifics on sets, rest time, tempo and things like that, you got to book a call for those specifics, okay? How many times a week, how many days, lower versus upper, total body. Y'all, if we're losing weight, total body. Don't going in the gym and focusing on glutes when you got to lose 60 pounds. Let's lose the weight, okay? Then the sculpting comes into play at the same time. But we got to burn fat to build muscle, right? We're going to do that. I love blood type O diet and O's. I know, Tara. The blood type, listen, and I like to reframe it, Tara, because I know Dr. Diambo named it the blood type diet, but I don't look at it as a diet. I look at it as a food profile, right? There is a food profile list that will aid you in your results, okay? And I love me some O's. I love y'all workout. I try to do it at least 2 days out the week. I love a good boxing, a good spin class. I love circuit training, where you Tabata, where you go from one station to the next station. That's great for old blood types. Y'all, we got 60 people in here and we only got 37 likes. I need y'all to like it. Like the live, y'all. Share the live and like the live. Y'all ain't ordered them tappers yet. I need all 60 of y'all to order the tappers and come see me next week and put it on y'all phone so I can get about 500,000 likes. Yes, D Money. Thank you. Let them know, y'all. Y'all listen. The things that are in my brain, y'all, the experience over these last 15 years in coaching, I'm trying to give all I can give to y'all, right? I want a wellness center. I want y'all to come visit me at my wellness center. So we're gonna, yes, you using yours now. Come on and tell them, Valerie. Y'all see them likes coming up? Because I know your hands get tired. You're gonna have carpal tunnel trying to like my live. But that's all right, okay? Get you some minerals and some herbs, okay? And like the live. Yes, D Money using the tapper. I'm gonna get me a tapper too. My finger just go like that though. I be killing the lives when I be on folks' lives. I ain't lying. What's the 411 on beans? So no chicken, corn, avocados, or tomatoes. Okay, Queen Shot. And how many times a week do you eat any of the things that I just said? Let me know. What's the 411 was one of my favorite albums from Mary J. Blige, y'all. Right, that's why I bought one. I'm telling you, finger be cramping, can't open up the finger. Queen Shy, do you eat chicken, corn, avocados, and tomatoes? Let me know. And I know you might like some pork bacon every now and then here and there too. Y'all don't play about that bacon, but you can switch to turkey. Now you come on, you calling it out. I'm gonna have to. I want you to come on and tell me now. Give me your business, Queen Shy. I know you might be a little quiet. Okay. So how many times a week do you eat chicken? Let me know in the comments. That's what we gonna do. We gonna start. We gonna single every day. Okay. So listen, I want you to keep track. Okay. Follow me. I want you to message me. And I want you to go and get this guide, okay? I don't know if your profile look like you in the driver's seat. Don't be in the driver's seat right now. Go get this free guide. Tap the link, open it up, get this free guide. I want you to come message me in 2 weeks of no chicken and tell me how you feel. Come back. I want you to come back on here and tell everybody how you feel. And I know I'm telling you something hard. I ain't gonna tell you the other things yet because I don't want to overwhelm my bees. Because when I told most of my family the things that they couldn't eat as a B blood type, they almost jumped me. Y'all, a lot of people in my family is B blood types, and they almost came for me. They tried to jump me because I was on them. Because there's a lot of things, right, that will interfere with your blood chemistry. It'll interfere with the blood. So the chicken has an agglutinating lectin. All my B blood types and my ABs, y'all here, listen to me, okay? It has an agglutinating lectin. The lectin, when it enters your bloodstream, it causes clumps. So that's what's giving you inflammation. That's one of the things that's giving you inflammation. It can cause back pain, migraines, fatigue, low energy because the body doesn't, it's like a foreign object. The body doesn't know what to do with it. So that's what you want to do. Thank you, God moves everything around me, for sharing the live with more than 5 friends. See, if we got all 53 of y'all to come in here and share the live with more than 5 people, y'all do the math. Oh, and you're diabetic. Most then I did now. If you was on my live this whole time, what did I say about B blood types? They typically are pre-diabetic or diabetic. It doesn't even matter if they're not overweight. I have a client right now that literally is in a great weight range for her size, and she is pre-diabetic. So we want to start lifting weights, Queen Sky. You want to start strength training, okay, at least 5 days, and then you also want to make sure that you don't miss meals. So you may not eat breakfast, but I need you to start. Okay, whether it's a boiled egg, whether it's a small bowl of oatmeal, whether it's cottage cheese and blueberries, something like that in the morning to start balancing out your glucose, okay? So that's what we want to do, and we want to start keeping track. Now, you can always book a call with me as well, but try these things out, okay? Because I want you to make sure that when you come to you, we ready, okay? My folks don't listen to me either. Listen, and I stopped telling them. See, that's a form of my stress management, Tara. Okay, no fasting, Tara. How old? I mean, no fat. Queen Sky, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Thank y'all for continuously liking the live. Y'all share the live now. There's some more bees out here. It's crucial. My bees and my AB is crucial, y'all, for them. Y'all like the live, share the live. And my 56. Okay. So yes, intermittent fasting. I would, if you're still moving around, are you working? Do you move in and out the house? Are you driving, working, doing things, business, all of those things? Queen Squad, just give me a yes or a no. If you're retired and sit at home, you don't do much but chill out, then intermittent fasting may be able to be worked with. Okay, you're still moving around. Okay, you need to eat. You need to eat. No, 37 shades of her, chicken, high grass fed, and no non-GMO is okay for O blood types. Yes. No, O blood types can have chicken. I'm talking about the B blood types. B blood types. It has that and AB blood types. No chicken for those two. So switch to turkey, Queen Sky. Like turkey legs, turkey wings, turkey cutlets. They also have. They may be a good transition. You can even get the turkey cutlets and cut them up like tenderloins, because y'all, and I'm saying this because B blood types, they are very attached to chicken. If they didn't grow up not eating chicken, then they don't have it. But if they are grew up this way, or they gravitate towards chicken, y'all, and it's very difficult for B blood types and AB blood types to let it go. So I'm saying go ahead and go to your fish, go ahead and go to your turkey, and try to phase it out as much as possible. So if you're at every day eating some form of chicken, let's start with 3 days a week, then let's go to 2 days a week, then let's go to one day a week. If you're okay with just going away from it for 2 weeks to see how you feel, then do that. Okay. But I want you to track how you feel. Y'all have people calling me 3 days later, like, "Oh my god, oh I thought chicken was a bad." No, so the type of chicken for O blood types, it's going to be always high quality. So whether you can get to a butcher, or you can have grass fed or non GMO, you don't have to eat chicken, right? Shades of her. If it makes you feel better, 37 shades of her, then don't eat it. You don't have to eat it. And you can, there's other great things that you can eat if you eat animal protein, like salmon and turkey and flounder and things like that for an O blood type. Okay, you don't chicken is not that's not going to be like a top meat for you. Filet mignon is actually really really good for you. So the chicken is not at the whole top, so you could take that out. Yes, it's definitely the quality. Yeah, quality is always going to be key, and that's going to be for any meat, right? But goat and lamb is going to be better for B blood types. And I know sometimes they can't get over the gaminess of it, but if you want a protein that you can make sure you get your fat, you can make sure you get your protein, and you're a B blood type, go pescatarian, okay? Fish is going to be A1, especially on weight loss, muscle building, maintenance, whatever the case is. Fish is going to be essential and great for a B blood type. You can thrive on a pescatarian lifestyle. Okay, type B, we can't. Yes, grass-fed beef you can have. Yep, Marva, thanks for asking that. And I would have it, if you're on a weight loss journey, I would say maybe limit it to, two, maybe 3 times a week. But make sure you have the high quality. So not the round steaks or, the thin cuts. Maybe you're going to do more of like a T-bone or a filet mignon. And you're going to have a higher cut and a better quality of grass-fed beef, okay? And not like roast beef, right? Not like sandwich meats or things like that. Okay, we want to take, if you're on a weight loss journey, the sub sandwiches, cut all them, okay? Just go away with it. Don't process, okay? Remember, process. And I know a lot of my ABs and my A's like to grab little snack things like that. Little sandwiches and little, hot dogs and things like that. Go ahead and cut that. New here coming in here. See, y'all shared the live and it got out to another B blood type. Yes, pescatarian. Yes. So cods and flounders and what's the other one? Whitings and things like that. Chris, that's gonna be great for B blood types, okay? And you gotta get moving. My B blood types, y'all gotta get moving, okay? I know y'all love change, so don't try to lock yourself into structure. Structure is not gonna be naturally into your characteristics. So definitely, thanks for look at all my B's coming through. Y'all go get the guide, okay? All my new B's, take a second. This for my new people coming in. All my new people, take a second. Y'all like the live if y'all been here. Um, tap K Jonay. Go ahead and tap my name right there. Open up that link in my bio. Click the second link. It's the free guide. Get that free guide. Okay, make me a contact because I send y'all treats. I send y'all little treats. So if you haven't been checking your emails from me and you got my guide a long time ago, y'all missing all the treats. Go ahead and get the free guide. Okay. Go ahead and get the free guide, How to Honor Your Blood Type for Total Wellness, okay? It talks about how to understand the pathway for your blood type. It gives you a high triggered food, little small food list right here of some things that you really have to watch out for, like B blood types, chicken, corn, avocados, peanuts, lentils, wheat, sesame seeds, right? How many people using sesame seeds, tomatoes, processed oils, right? My A blood types, dairy products, lima beans, kidney beans, refined sugars, excess wheat. Y'all hear wheat again, right? So my O blood type, soy products. A lot of my O's like to be plant-based and I like to have soy. That's not for you, okay? Canola oils, lentils, dairies, except especially milk and cheese. So like I told y'all for the Easter, no mac and cheeses, my old blood types, okay? AB blood types again, sesame seeds, tomatoes, buckwheat, excessive alcohol, okay? Listen, I had to stop the chicken and lentils. Yes, perfect. Yes, B blood types, you can go to kefir, you can go to sauerkraut, fermented, cottage cheese. Those things like that are really good for you. Goat cheese, goat milk, those things are really good for you and it helps actually helps you thrive better. Thank you guys for the follows. We're almost at 50K, y'all. 60 people in here. Yes, y'all getting the live out to them. Keep sharing the live, y'all. Keep sharing the live. What we did, y'all, so far, 45 minutes. We want 100,000 likes because that's how many people we want to get out here and help extend a better quality of life. Okay. This is about not just about weight loss, not just about muscle building. It's about poor sleep. It's about patterns, identifying your patterns, your habits. Because then, hey, Zuri, my fellow A, my Caribbean girl, good to see you. Be negative. So my negative and positive, y'all. The negative and positive is an antigen, right? That is for blood transfusions, organ donations, having kids, understanding what if you are positive and negative in those aspects. Okay, when it comes to your food profile, your workout profile, managing your stress, your biological characteristics, those are going to be your blood groups. So A B O B, simply with no negative and no positive. Okay, your negative and positive is going to come into play when you are having kids, donating blood, getting blood, not donating blood, I'm sorry, getting blood, getting organs, things of that nature is why you need to know if you're positive and negative. Now that can come into play when it comes to dating, right? Are you butting heads a lot? Are you guys in sync? Things like that. A lot of compatibility can come into play when it comes to your blood type. And I'm going to keep diving more and more into that stuff too. We talked about that last night. So y'all make sure y'all follow, make sure y'all get the free guide, make sure you guys make me a contact, okay? So if you are new here, go and grab the free guide. It's in my link in bio. It's once you open up the link, it's the second link, okay? So I am talking about growing up and living 17 years as this person here, right? 17 years. I had no idea about my blood type. That's me right there, right? I had no idea. You just got your guide. Perfect. See, y'all, you see how quick it is to get the guide? She just got in, only been in 6 seconds, and she got her guide already. That's me right there. This is what I've been maintaining for 15 years. So no trend, no fad, no fluff. Okay. This is about your body, how your body processes food, fitness, and stress. Okay. Y'all saw me take a little break earlier, so y'all tap the live, like the live. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna stay here in front of you, but I'm gonna take me a few breaths. The guide is in my link in bio, so go to my link in bio really quick. It takes less than 1 minute. Open up the link. It's gonna be the second tab. Okay. When you open up the link, it's gonna be the second tab. Let me add a page here, y'all. Give me 1 second. When you go, you can also visit the site and see all the 90-day and 30-day transformations. There's a few on there. But remember, we're all individuals. Nobody is like us, okay? So what works for one doesn't work for everybody necessarily, okay? So when you go to here and this page comes up from my link in bio, you're gonna click that second tab, and that's gonna take you right to the guide, okay? It's just that fast, okay? It's gonna take you right to the guide. So once you see that there, you're gonna click download now. That's how quick it is. So you're gonna go just like that. I just said go to the link in bio here, open up the link. You're gonna hit that second tab. Now y'all keep all these links, okay? Because it gives you guys all the information. Explore all of the links, okay? But this is the one for the free guide right here. I need to shape my nail. Um, click the second one right here. Okay. When you're ready to align and get your fourth set of blueprints, that'll give you all of the food lists. It'll give you your whole fitness list and time and tempo and rest. It'll give you your stress management, and it'll also give you your juice tox, which is recipes for your blood type for when you juice. When you're ready for that system, you're going to hit the first tab. That's going to have you book a call. There is an application to fill out. The calls are free, but it gives me more insight on what we're talking about, where you are, where you want to go. Once you book your call, you will see the system on a call with me. It is a Google Meet call. Once we do our call, then from there, you will choose your system and your way to proceed. It is an investment. So when you get this, this is all that you need forever. Okay. You won't need another program. You won't need me to retailer and do anything else to your program. It is a system. Okay. So that's how you get that. The guide is going to be in there. So if you got the guide, come on back and put a one in the chat if you got the guide. If you're still having issues getting the guide, hit me a two so I know that I need to go over it again. If you haven't got the guide, put a two in the chat. And I'll say it one more time before we jump back into things. Okay. If you're new here and you have questions, come on back. Okay, two. One more time. Tap K Read Your name right here. Tap my profile. Go to my profile. Go to the link in the bio. Tina, open the link. This is going to come up. Hit the second tab, Blood Type Fit Free Guide. Hit the second tab. Soon as you hit that tab, it's going to give you a little bit of information. It's going to tell you to download now. It also gives you the benefits. You're going to hit download now. That's how you get it. Name, put your correct email, get my guide. It's going to be in your inbox, just like that. Okay. So that's how you get the guide, Rita and Tina. Okay. I got to go back now. Okay. So what other, if you're new here, drop your blood type and let's get back to it, y'all. If you're new here, drop your blood type and let's get back to it. Is eating for my blood type going to help with reducing inflammation? Yes. And improving iron? Absolutely, right? So, Chris, in when you go to that guide, right? When you eat for your blood type, when you eat with what your body likes, right? And you take out the food that it doesn't. Do y'all see all that inflammation in my face? Do y'all see all that inflammation in my face right there? Right? Did y'all see the other picture I pulled up? Like the tomatoes, right? Like the corn, right? Like cucumbers for certain blood types. I'm gonna pull up another picture for y'all. And this one, y'all can see what I got in my hand. Y'all see it here, all that inflammation in my face, right? It's going to reduce that. I was eating beef liver for my iron, but my yeah, but my blood type probably won't support it. Correct. So that's the thing. There's other forms that will help you with your iron. I actually take an iron supplement. I take Floridex. It's a liquid iron. That's the one that I've been taking for over 10 years. As an A blood type, AB blood types, your iron might stay low, right? So what they consider to be normal is like a 12 for iron. I'm always riding like that 10.8, 10.9. So I take, yes, so that's what I take. I take the vegan with the herbs. So that's what I take, and it keeps me at that 12-ish mark. But it's that's a typical characteristic in an A and an AB. We're just typically low in iron. Some O's are low in iron because they choose to be plant-based. And even with B12, right, folic acid, it's very important to pull your blood work, not just the blood work that they take during your preventative or your checkups, but also to ask them, hey, can you pull a hormone panel? I want to see all my hormone levels. I want to see what it looks like. Finding out those things. What is my vitamin D level? What is my magnesium level? Finding out those things will tell you how to supplement, because we don't want to just be out here supplementing if you don't know if you're even deficient in it, right? Saying I'm writing a 10 or a 12. Yeah. So and that's fine. That's they're gonna say that that's low, but that's okay. 10 to 12, that's fine. They're gonna always say that that's low. But that's a pretty normal reading for an A and AB blood type. Hey Crystal James, good to see you. I've seen you in here before with the no profile. Yeah, when they be popping up with the no profile with all them numbers, I be thinking they just got out of jail. I still thrive at a 10. Yes, exactly. I thrive at a 10 too. I still wake up with like without an alarm. I still have energy. I'm never, those things are important. Now, everybody is pretty much vitamin D deficient, I would think, because if you're outside every day for at least 2 hours with no clothes on, then you may have the best vitamin D. But if you wear clothes outside, your body, this is exposed to vitamin D, this isn't, right? And then this is cotton. So this is absorbing all the sun. So taking and understanding your vitamin D levels are going to be important too. I take a liquid vitamin, I take a liquid everything because I really don't like pills. So like my B12 folic acid, my iron is liquid, my vitamin D is liquid. So, and you bruise easily. I'm not sure. That's a new one for me. Yeah, I don't bruise easily. Are you light skinned? No, love sweat. I'm just kidding. I'm not sure, but what was the name of my iron? My iron is the Floridex. It's actually in my link in bio, y'all. If y'all go to the page again, and y'all click let's see, it's gonna be 1 2 3 4 5. If y'all go to the link in bio and click the fifth tab, it says K Reed's wellness shop. It's linked in there. Yes, thank you so much. I pinned it. I just get the big one and I put on subscribe and save. Y'all know them people that deliver every day. I get it from the people that deliver every single day. Okay, it comes twice, once every, what, 60 days or something like that. I get it. So, but that's a really good one that I take. That's one I've been taking for a long time, and it doesn't do any constipating all that. They give y'all them pills because y'all know when they pull your blood work, what are they looking for? Good cholesterol, bad cholesterol. Why? Because if it's out of whack with the numbers, they're gonna give you a pill, right? They look at your blood pressure as soon as you come in. They get your vital signs. They check your blood pressure. If it's high, they're gonna give you a pill. They take your glucose. What does that relate to? Diabetes. If it ain't right, they're gonna give you a pill or they're gonna give you a shot. So are the reasons why they pull just those certain labs, because if they're going to result in a medication, they want to get you on that medication on the way out. So you ask your doctor, well, what can I take naturally to help me improve? Well, I'm not sure. Or what can I eat? Is there foods? I'm gonna send you to a dietitian. Y'all, it's out of their scope. So anytime even as a personal trainer, when I only had my personal training certification, it was out of my scope to give you meal plan advice. If you have a personal trainer and they don't have a nutrition certification, it's out of their scope. We are not to give out meal plans. And I know a lot of people do it. But my A blood types, y'all know we all things professional. Okay. We're gonna make sure we understand and know information before we go out and just be giving it to folks. It is out of the scope. So because I am a sports nutrition coach, I am certified. Because I'm a behavior change coach, I'm a certified personal trainer, I'm a performance enhancement, I'm within my scope to give you these information, but I can suggest supplements, but I don't tell you to go get them because that is out of my scope. Right. So you want to make sure that you consult your physicians, get your blood work, understand your levels, and then go to supplementation. But when it comes to meal plans, when it comes to understanding what your body likes, your body is already telling you. We just like to ignore it. We like to ignore it and take an ibuprofen because we got a headache. We like to ignore it and take acid reflux, take Benos, take Tums, because we don't know. So now that you know that these are body signals and this is related to something on your plate not being good for you, now you will adjust and you'll start to analyze it differently, right? Because we're still just putting band-aids on the things and how we feel. Yes, that's what I'm listen. This is what I'm here to do. So, I know that it's going to take time because it doesn't happen overnight. I've been doing this, like I said, 15 years. My first 2 years, when I first came off that sugar, y'all, I was crazy. And I might not have been nice to people around me, okay? Because it had been embedded in me for so long. Y'all, I used to eat cereal with sugar. I have sugar on my rice, sugar on my beans, sugar on all types of things. If you want my guide, click the link in my bio, hit the link, open the link, and go to the second tab. When you put your name and email in, it will give you the guide instantly, okay? Check your spam. But it really takes time. It really takes time in identifying it. That's why I tell people all the time, you can have the list, right? But if you don't understand how to utilize the list, how it plays a part in the every facet of your life, then it makes it even more difficult. And then what do you do? Like most people do when they get a book, they put that book right to the side. Oh, I'll come back to that. Right. So we want to make everything easier. Can you use stevia? Yeah, stevia is a plant. Stevia is a plant. I would just say don't overuse it, but stevia is a plant, right? And that's why I don't say vegan because I eat honey too, right? So those things are on my list. Certain things that I can have, I just refer to my list. Even if I'm in a grocery store, I'm shopping, I'm buying stuff, I still pull up my list on my phone when I'm in the store, y'all. I'm like, oh, hold on, is that it? I don't even know. I haven't had that in a while. Is that on my list? I look. If it's on that avoid, I'll keep it moving because so many things have worked on the that has been on my avoid list, me removing them. So once you start to implement it, you start to see these things, you're like, okay, yeah, this is actually working. And you may have been doing something else for so long and you do it for 6 weeks, it works, then it stops. You do it for, another thing for, 2 months and it worked for those 2 months and then it stops. And then you're like, okay, I got to try something else. At some point, we got to get stopped trying, right? And start aligning. Oh, I like that. Stop trying, start aligning, right? So when you have a level of mental clarity, it helps you get through everything in your day. I apologize. How do I access your guide? I am new to this. No worries. So when you click my face here, click on my profile pic name and face where it says K Read Your Name. Click that, open up the link. When you go to my bio, you're gonna click the link in my bio. As soon as you open it up, it's gonna be the second tab. It says Blood Type Fit Free Guide. When you click on that, you have to put your download now. You have to put your name and email in there to get the guide. But yes, y'all, I mean, even like being on live for me, right? Why I have to take a break, why I have to take deep breaths. Cause I like to talk. I can talk fast, y'all. If I'm gonna pull up, y'all, I'm gonna pull up this picture, y'all. Y'all gonna laugh. I had a picture for y'all because I'm making my little video, right? And y'all look out for it because I'm tell you a little bit more about me. But let me find this picture. Y'all gonna laugh because my mouth been open since I came out of the womb, right? So I like to talk, but I like to talk about things that make sense and that actually can make an impact in people's life. I'm really an introvert, but I'm a learned extrovert. I'm gonna see if I can find the picture, y'all. Y'all gonna laugh. It's so funny. I gotta go all the way to the top. I'm on the FYP again, D Money. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Because y'all sharing the live and liking the lives. Share the live. We got 47 people in the building. Y'all share the live and like the live. There's so many people on these lives. That's why we come to things like TT and the Tube and Instagram because people are looking for solutions. People are tired of guessing. Y'all tired of guessing. I was tired of guessing. Listen, and I'm not saying I have all of the answers, but I've been fortunate to understand this information, get my education, and go through experience where this is the truest thing. And I've done keto, I've done paleo, I've done high protein, low carb, I've done intermittent fasting, I've done all of these things, right? I've tested all of these things. And this particular thing, when it comes to your food profile based on your blood type, is the truth. Now, what people don't know a lot about is with it when it comes to your fitness. this, right? So as a basketball coach for 14 years, I started watching my athletes. Why do some of my boys, why they can run, like why they got muscle detail at the age of 8? Why they got six packs? Why they recover fast? Why do it take some of my athletes to recover longer? Why is my client still waiting on her second set when this person already gone? Because people recover differently. I myself may need 30 to 40 seconds to recover. My old blood types need 20 seconds. They ready to go. What's the next exercise? Or they ready, they asking me what they doing next, and they still on the same exercise. I'm like, you gotta rest. So my old blood types, y'all don't like to rest in between y'all sets. Y'all just want to go, 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 go. 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds rest in between each exercise, right? I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little bit more, right? This is what's in my system. I'm telling y'all how to rest in between each exercise. How much recovery do you need? Do you need 60 seconds between each set, meaning each round, meaning you done four exercises. Now you got to go back through the same four exercises. How much rest do you take in between? Because you need to rest, right? To recover. So then that could be 60 seconds, that could be 90 seconds, right? Then you go on to the second set. I see a lot of people in the gym and they come in, they do one set of 10 on this, then they go to something else and do another set of 10. Oh, I found it, y'all. If you want results, we got to do at least 3 sets. We need at least 3 sets. Y'all want to see a picture of me? I told you I came out. I came out the womb not playing, right? I came out ready to talk. God knew what I was going to do already. That is me, y'all. Y'all see it? Look at mouth open, y'all ready. It was already in my destiny, right? I just gotta come on in and be okay with being in front of the camera and talking to y'all, right? Because like I told y'all, I'm an introvert. Thank you so much, y'all. I still got my fro. My fro don't play no games, okay? So so I think I was like maybe 7, 8 months right there, y'all. So it's really, really important. And my son, I believe, was about 8 right here. So y'all can see, like I told you, I've been maintaining this for a very long time, right? So that's my son when he was young. Now he is actually that much taller than me. So it really is something that has been able to navigate my life so much easier. I just been able to learn more and more about the characteristics and how people typically gravitate towards certain things. Like I tell y'all, my old blood types are being more factual, more strategic, more analytical. My A's are more, thank you so much. My A's are more inventive, creative, imaginative, so that's why that's also a great match because it brings the balance and the level of each other together. A lot of my couples that I work with are A's and O's married, B's and O's married, and they have thriving marriages. You know what I mean? So a lot of this is in play in so many areas of our life. And once we start to understand it and recognize it and live it, then it's like, wow, like how we didn't notice this whole time. They don't want us to notice, right? Y'all know who they is, right? They don't want us to know this information, not if it can get you off of medications and save your life. And, every time I come in, when I was 260, I would go in, they would want to test my glucose because they thought I was diabetic. And they would always test my blood pressure. And they're like, oh, well, you have really good blood pressure. And I'm like, is it a surprise? Like, yeah, I have really good blood pressure, So my blood pressure is always like 98 over 64 or 107 over 68. It's always a really good blood pressure. And I was never diabetic or pre diabetic. Why is that? And I'm 260 and I can have a client that's 180 and a B blood type and she's pre-diabetic. So there's certain things that sit inside of the characteristics of each blood type. So if you're O blood type and you have high cholesterol and high blood pressure, try doing your cardio resistant cardio after you do your weight training and check your numbers in another 6 weeks, maybe 6 to 8 weeks. I would say check it in 2 months and see if those numbers come down. Also, complex carbohydrates eating at nighttime. Complex carbohydrates for my O's eating at nighttime. If you're on a weight loss journey, for the next couple of weeks, let's try just having protein and vegetables at nighttime and see what happens. See if you get more results within that week. Everything is to be tried within that weekly basis. You need to do it for at least 3 weeks to see a big result because it doesn't take long to lose weight. Valerie Holly, you're O and you have diabetes. So let me ask you, if I could put you on Front Street, do you work out? You type two, most likely, right? So do you work out? Tell me if you work out. If it's yes, we'll go a little bit further. But do you work out? Y'all, we're gonna wait on Valerie. Y'all like the live and share the live, y'all, because we're gonna get to this info. You don't, okay? So that's one of the issues right there, okay? Do you eat breakfast? We're gonna let Valerie come through real quick, y'all. No, that's the other issue. Okay. So for the next week, What I want you to try, it doesn't have to be anything big, okay? It could be a boiled egg and a piece of turkey bacon. It could be a handful of blueberries. It could be something just small like that, okay, for the breakfast. And when it comes to the workout, I want you to grab you some weights. It could be water bottles. It can be a weight set, 5 pounds, 3 pounds. It don't matter what to start with. I want you to get some weights and start doing at least 2 to 3 exercises. Don't matter what they is. And do your weights, okay? Check your blood sugar day to day and see what your blood sugar is. You have to work out and you have to eat. Those are two main factors when it comes to type 2 diabetes. And if you're not doing both, your diabetes will just continue to stay and increase over time. So we want to pick up those two specific things, okay? Whether that be lift, you want to lift water bottles or weights, or you want to lift laundry detergent, it don't matter, but you have to lift weights. This goes for my bees as well. Strength training is a big key in type 2 diabetes, okay? That is a main factor. You want to do that immediately. Okay. And don't start, if you've never lifted weights before, don't start out with 15, 20 pounds, even though you can lift heavy. Okay. You are very welcome. Just start with your water bottles. Whether you do some overhead press, right? And you do maybe 12 reps of those, bring it here for 12 reps, down and up. You could do down, switch up for 10 reps. You can sit on the couch or in a chair and do it. Just start doing that first. And then eat your breakfast. That boiled egg, piece of bacon, handful of berries, cherries, blueberries are gonna be your friend. Okay. If you want to do a shake, do a shake. But try doing that, okay? You don't want to be missing meals or intermittent fasting and things like that. You want to make sure you get that glucose number under control. And then let's see what happens. Keep coming to the lives, okay? Keep coming to the lives. Feel free to message me. I want to know how it's going. Yes, let's try that for the next week. Just try those two things for the next week and do the workout. You want to do 5 days. O's got to work out, y'all. You got a 6 day workout. Okay. One day being recovery. You rest and recover through your everyday workout, but that one day is a stretch, a yoga, or a massage or mobility. It's something of that nature. Okay. Because y'all O's don't like to stretch either. Okay. So make sure that y'all getting y'all stretching in. We almost at 60,000 likes. We got 47 in the building, y'all. We got another 15, 17 minutes to go. Y'all like the live, share the live, like the live, share the live. Keep pushing it out. This last 15 minutes, 16 minutes can be crucial for somebody. Okay. So y'all share the live and like the live. So yes, those are going to be two main factors. Anybody in here that's pre-diabetic or diabetic type 2, start strength training and start eating your foods. Now, we want to eat foods and meals, not snacks. If you are snacking and you have not eaten your meal, put the snack down. So when you get ready to grab a snack, say, have I eaten yet? Have I eaten a meal? If the answer is no, put the snack back. We don't need no snack. We need to eat. Okay, a balanced meal. What's a good? I'll say plant-based protein powder for everybody. Make sure that your protein, if you go here again and go to the wellness shop, it's going to have two different proteins that I recommend. Okay, till I get my own. It's going to have two proteins in it that I recommend. They both have an amino acid profile. They both are gluten-free and dairy-free. Okay, so go ahead and grab those. Strength training is going to be the top, Crystal James, for a B blood type strength training. Maybe you go for a nice walk after you do your strength training. Okay, so that could be a leg day, a total body day, but it needs to involve weights, cables, bands, something of resistance. Swimming with my B blood types, I love y'all to change it up. Okay, so maybe you're hiking one day, maybe you're swimming another day, maybe you're biking another day. Change it up because it really helps your mental clarity. You don't want structure. You don't want to do the same thing every single day. That will overstimulate you. Now, for an A blood type, we need structure, we need schedule. That's what organizes our thoughts. Okay, because we could be all over the place a lot of the time. So we want to have that organization and that structure coming with the food and the workouts. You are very welcome. Very welcome. So whoever is ready to book a call, book a call. It's a free call. When you book a call, y'all, please fill out the form in its entirety. Yes and no is not an answer. I want to know in detail, what are your struggles? What do you need help with? Where are you trying to go? Okay. What does guidance look like for you? So answer all of the questions in its entirety, and be ready, okay? Because it's going to change your life. I promise you that. That's one thing I can promise. Now, I can't guarantee your results because you got to do the work, but I'll be there for you and show you what is possible for you to do in a short amount of time. Okay, it's an online in 90. One of the systems, I'll follow you for 6 months. The other system, we talk on a monthly basis, once a month for 3 months, but you're doing it self-paced. But you will have access to emails and things like that. But you don't really need me once you have these blueprints if you're self-sufficient. But if you've never done anything like this before, I do recommend guidance, and you can do that by going to the guided system. Okay, so book a call when you guys are ready. There's times in there that I'm available to book, but it's on your leisure, it's on your time. But just be ready for the call. Okay, put it on your calendar, make sure you prepare, make sure you're on time, because it's free. So I value your time, and just value mine as well. Okay, if you need to reschedule, feel free to reschedule before the time comes up. But other than that, get the free guide, okay, y'all? Y'all get the free guide. So what did it say? What type of exercise? Okay, we already hit that one. Thank you, Cotton Candy. So I gotta do my breathing, y'all. Y'all be breathing right? Y'all know y'all gotta breathe out when the body expands, right? And then, I mean, breathe in when the body expands, and then breathe out when, after you've held it for at least 4 seconds, right? That's what you want to do to reset your nervous system. Yes, thank you so much. Yay. Y'all sharing it out like the live. We're gonna get to, are we gonna make it, y'all? Y'all keep tapping. Y'all and y'all tappers is going in. Share the live, y'all. We got some more people to get out here. I feel like it's some more people that haven't seen us yet. And y'all keep liking the live, because y'all know I don't want to do no second puzzle. Y'all, the collard greens in here is on fire. Collard greens, parsley, sauce, fennel. I got lemon plums, green apples, lots of ginger. And what else is in here? Uh, I think, is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. My collard greens, I put 3 bunches of collard greens in here, the organic ones, so they're the smaller bunches. And then I did a lot of ginger. Turmeric is also in here. And then lemon plums and Granny Smith apples is in here. So I just have mostly herbs is in here too. So I wanted to do a lot of herbs as my birthday come up, just to help to reduce inflammation and things like that. I hold a lot of water, being an A and an AB tend to hold water and hold fat. So it's really, we lose weight on the slower end too. That's why it's so important to manage our stress and do the right workouts and not overwork our body. So we want to stay in a more calmer state. I didn't speak a lot about the A's and the ABs. So you want to be in a more calmer state, because when we enter the gym, we're still revved up, right? We're still thinking about things that we have to do before we got to the gym and after we leave the gym. So if you're an A or an AB blood type, make sure that you no, I don't add pepper, because pepper is on my avoid list. Cayenne pepper is good for O's, but black pepper is on my avoid list, even though it is known to increase metabolism. I don't add that, or I don't do ACV either, because of those two reasons. Those are both on my avoid list. So just see little things like that, right? It can be good for one person and help one person, but also not digest well in the other person. Like black tea is great for a lot of people, but black tea is on my avoid list. So I always watch little things like that. Green tea, ginger tea, I drink after every meal. Yeah, it's just little, no, it's great for some people, but just not for everybody, right? Like my A's, I always have to remove pepper. I remember having an Indian client, and she had just recovered from cancer, and her doctor was having her add black pepper to a lot of the things. She was drinking an influx of green tea. And when we reduced those things, she trusted me enough to reduce those things and felt like a lot better. So she went back to her doctor and said, hey, I know you put these on my list, but I have taken them out for the past couple of weeks and I feel better. And he told her, okay, well, let's go with that for a while. So sometimes just because they have the information of things that typically work for everybody, when you try them out on your body and you feel a type of way, let them know, because sometimes it's not for you. So it's important to always listen to your body, even though you need to consult your physician. You want to listen to how you feel, and listen to what your body is telling you, because it will tell you. Tell them, Crystal James. Tell them, Crystal James. She talking to y'all. Tap the screen, and like the live. Yes, KRB talk in 9. I think that's what it says. Yes, tap the screen like the live. I know we get in depth, and we really get to talking, and so we forget to tap the screen because it be good. But y'all tap the screen and share the live. If y'all have any questions, we got 66 people in here, so I know I ain't answering no 66 questions. So at least I want to get at least 30 of y'all to come on in and ask what you want to ask. Any athletes, any parents of any athletes in here? I have a system coming out for you guys very soon. If you have any athletes in college, go ahead and make sure that they get out to the lives. I have a few athletes that join the lives just from TT, and they've switched certain things up in their meal plans, and they're seeing great results as well. So this is all of everybody is a system. Everybody has body chemistry, right? We all have the same amount of organs, if we haven't lost any. So what we know is that our body is working hard daily to recycle things, to, regulate things, to balance things. So it's very important to find out what works best for you, right? And find out what our body really needs. I think that's why I hear somebody open up the door, y'all. I think that's my son. I'm trying to find some problems, some issues. I mean, some pictures for y'all with having fibroids that are calcified. Does eating? Yes, it helps, but detoxing also helps. So whether that be a parasite candida, whether that be a herbal cleanse, detoxing will also aid you in the fibroids. And really, with fibroids, it's you want to focus on shrinking them first. When some people are more prone to them, they haven't really done all the research when it comes to that. But foods, preservatives, additives, things like that, you want to also remove that from your meal plans. Yes, D Money, say it now. You want to remove those. So like influxes of gluten and sugar, influxes of high fructose corn syrups. And if you're reading a package and it has a paragraph of ingredients and you just don't even understand what half of them is, let that go. Just whole foods is gonna always be better, especially when you're dealing with autoimmune, like, or you're dealing with ADHD or ADD, or you're dealing with lupus or sickle cell, things of that nature, autoimmune deficiencies. You want to cleanse up the food. So you want to have whole foods, okay? I'm looking to shrink them and reduce my blood flow. Yes, during your cycle. Yeah, that was one of the, so definitely preservative food. So if you're eating anything boxed wise, like, quick rices that you put in the microwaves, or things of that nature, let that stuff go. Just make your rice, make your, what exactly what food you're eating. So if you're eating a cucumber, you're AB or A blood type, perfect. It's a cucumber. If you're eating potato, it's a whole potato. It's a potato, right? That's the best way to kind of clear those things up in your body. Yes, definitely detox. Detoxing every 3 to 4 months. If you're on a more advanced side of detoxing, I recommend. But if you're new to detoxing, try it at least twice a year to get your body kind of used to detoxing. But definitely detox, because we have no control over how the food is processed. It can have an organic label on it, but we don't know, right? So that's another way that you can cleanse out your body. Everybody has parasites because, again, it can be in the ground, in the soil, it can be in the meats. So cleansing from those. Yes, you are welcome. I love these. These are the conversations that need to be had in not only our community, just in the world in general. Because you notice when you're in school, or when you're learning something, unless you go into these specific areas, you won't even learn this information in elementary school or high school, right? They just have a generalized way of creating lunches for our kids and snacks for our kids, things that are quick. They gravitate towards the yogurt snacks, and what's the little jammy things, or fruit snacks, and all of these things have all these extra preservatives. And then we're trying to figure out why our kids be falling out, or well, my son ain't never fell out, but some kids be falling out, or they scream when they can't have a dessert, or they act up when they can't get a juice or a soda and things like that. That's because the chemicals in it keep us wanting to have it all the time. So if we understand what works best for us at a younger age, or we even have kids, we can start navigating their lifestyle. They won't deal with half of the things that we deal with. My son, that's 22, he don't deal with half of the things I dealt with when I was coming up, because when he was 7, I learned my blood type and I learned his blood type. So all of that dairy and all those things, I breastfed for 2 years. I never even gave my son milk, like gallons of milk. So it's just things that I learned along the way that I knew that was not good for our blood type, that helped him thrive in his 20s. It's things that he just have never eaten, or he don't gravitate towards, because I never introduced it. So once you know those things, it works best. Like, broccoli being super for O blood types. Have some kids where they can eat a whole bowl of broccoli. They love broccoli, and it does great for them. And they could be an O blood type. So, but then if you're introducing cabbage into your younger child and it's on their avoid list, that over time, over years, 10, 20, 30, and now they're 40 years old and they have, stomach issues, it could be related. So it's always good to, I want to get this information out, because if we can help kids also at a younger age not have the same issue that we have, then we decrease even more diabetes, even more blood pressure, even more fibroids and cysts and things like that, right? And it's all coming from, it's food. Food is going to be the thing that's going to heal us. Food and herbs. And we don't even, I know I didn't utilize herbs as much. Right. So we knew, yeah, I had herbs in my dressing. That was probably the one food that I cooked that I had the most amount of herbs in, the poultry blends and, things sage and things like that. But when it comes to day to day, I wasn't putting no parsley and fennel in my juices. I didn't know nothing about that. Right. So now we know that fennel and parsley and, cayenne pepper for certain blood types is great to put inside juices to have a good combination, and you're able to cleanse out your body. So if you're having an influx of sugar, typically your vitamin and mineral intake is low. So if you up your vitamin and mineral intake, now you don't crave sugars, right? We make our son's food, but I still want to limit his cookie. Yeah, his cookie. LOL. Your list will help. Yes. And then make sure that your son is your blood type, because two A positives can make an O blood type. O and B, you can have a B or an O blood type child. AB, you can make an a B, or an AB blood type child. You have three kids, you may have all different blood types. I have a set of family right now that the dad is AB and the mom is B, or right, vice versa. Yeah, the dad is AB, the mom is B, but they're one of their kids is AB, one is B, one is A. So that means they all have different meal plans. So oh, he's your type. Okay, perfect. If you're an O and an O, then your kids are O's. So that's the easiest blood type to know. If you're a O blood type, your husband or wife is an O blood type as well, and you have kids, your kids are O blood type. If you're an A and a B, we don't know. If you're a B, because the AB, I have a client that's an A positive and one is a B positive, and their kid is O. So you really want to figure out what their blood type is as well, because that culture where I'm only cooking one meal and y'all better eat or y'all gonna starve is not in play anymore. Because where one may need fish, one may want filet mignon, one may want something else, right? So it's important to know what our kids thrive on, especially in an athletic setting. Or hello, Amble, how are you? Nice to meet you. If you're new here, go ahead and grab my free guide. Go ahead and follow, get your daily heart me, tap the screen and share the live. Y'all, we're almost at 75,000 likes. Um, and so thank you. Yes. And so it's super important that we understand these things, even with dating. Like my son being 22, I know that he's an A blood type. So I'm telling him, hey, your best thriving matches are going to be an O blood type, or an A. But it would be great to have an O because they can help balance you out. I'll tell him all these things. It's not just about the moons and the planets and things like that, but it's also things that we can help them guide. Also being able to eat and enjoy together, right? Tap the screen. Listen, you own it. Crystal James not playing no games, y'all. Letting y'all know to go ahead and hit this screen and save and share and do all of the things. So all of the tips that we're writing down now that we're going to try out for the next couple of weeks. I want to see y'all back on the live, and don't be afraid to request to come up. Now, if you come up, if I say request to come up and you come up with some foolishness, I'm gonna drop you. I ain't even gonna give you no energy. Okay, so come on up. And that now that one I'm not familiar with. What is that? I'm not familiar with that one. That might be out my scope. I stay inside my scope. I'm not sure about that one. But if it's related to circulation, I'm gonna say decrease your inflammation. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? So we doing amazing. Good to see you. And thanks for addressing the chat, y'all. Thanks for addressing everyone, and y'all tapping the screen and liking the live and sharing the live. But that one is, I'm not familiar with that one. I will have to look that up and come back to you when it comes to that one, y'all. Y'all want to see a picture of my son, y'all? He was almost 11 pounds when I had him, y'all. That's my son, y'all, when he was 4 weeks old. That's what breastfeeding to do for you, okay? Get you plump. That picture was just up, but no, it's really important to understand because I've been able to also help him navigate on his side of athletics, right? And also when it comes to thinking, right? Creative, imaginative A's, ABs, typically, well, mostly A's, right? Because we're very creative, kinesthetic learners, not so much, thank you, not so much directional like our O blood types, right? My AB blood types, my B blood types, my O blood types, they could be quite directional, be able to follow a syllabus and things like that. But my A's and some of my ABs, we sometimes need extra time. We sometimes need music while we're taking a test, or we need to get up and move around. So a lot of these things, that the way that our body naturally adjusts and flows with things, is in our characteristics, is in our blood chemistry. So starting off with nutrition is great, navigating over into your fitness and your stress management, but then also understanding you. Oh wow, this is me. This is how I learned. So going from being an average student in high school, graduating at the age of 16, to then going to college after I understood my blood type and acing, right? The acing, like I had a 4.0 in photography school. When I was in my personal training, getting everything but my personal training certificate, which was a state test that we took, and that was just a pass or fail. But when I did my other certifications, actually getting in the high 90s came from how I understood how I learned. Right. So understanding my study patterns, understanding how I take tests, giving myself time, lighting my candles, taking tests in dark lighting. All of that was how I understood how my body processed things. So it's very important if you're having kids that are struggling in certain areas, whether that be math, reading, things like that, to first find out their blood type. Second, pull out the things that are on their avoid list to see if that gives them better focus, better mental clarity. And then from there, they can excel better, right? And there's also sports, there's also activities and things that our bodies need as young kids. My O blood types, they love to jump and have adventure and things like that. So putting them in sports and all different types of sports, martial arts, things like that, can actually aid them in their school. So I know I jumped around on the kids because I know a lot of us in here, we got kids. So you might think, oh, he's so bad or she's so bad, but really they're just high energy. Really, they need something to fulfill that side of their body, that chemistry in their body. They need some jungle gyms, and they need to jump around and run. And my B blood types, you got O blood type kids, you tell them to sit down somewhere, they don't want to sit down. You like to sit down. My B's like to chill and craft and create and sit in a place, they homebodies. But you might have O blood type kids that like to get out here and jump and bump and be around and do things, right? I'm on the FYP again. Hey, we almost there. We are. I don't know if we're gonna make it to 100,000 because I do have to do another meeting on a different live. Y'all, I'm going over to the tube. I said I was gonna go to the tube and introduce myself and do some lives over there. So if you don't follow me on the tube, it's the same name, Kerry Jonay. So you can follow me there as well. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers as we speak, y'all. So we out here. Blood Type Fit is in the building. We're out here, and we're gonna be sharing lots more when it comes to food, fitness, and stress management, because I'm finding that so many people are not aware, and we want to make sure that I can share whatever I have and my experiences, my knowledge with you guys, and be able to give you some of these your own testimonies. I want to see other people's testimonies and how this has affected their lives, their kids' lives, their families' lives. So this is a whole unit, right? We want to increase the frequency and vibration of ourselves and people that are around us, because we know it's enough toxicity in the world, right? We got a toxic number 47. Y'all, I got to get more. Okay, 48, because I don't want to have 47 people in here reminding me of number 47. Okay. So we got to make sure that we are out here. Thank you for the roses. Thank you guys for liking the live and sharing the live. I appreciate y'all. We have come on in here close to 80,000. So we're going to get some people to come up in the next few weeks once I'm on here more, organizing my schedule, and I want to hear how it's going. I want to hear, hey, I've tried this, right? So again, with my O's, we're gonna come on and tell them. Power tab. What we There's the information is always free. The transformation is not. So always remember the information that you can have and you can utilize it. You can change. You can transform. I mean, you can change and you can implement. But then when it comes time for transformation, that's where you have to make a decision to invest or not, right? So when you choose to invest, that's where you take it a next step up. That's where you get everything that you need, and that's what I will provide for you when you're ready to make that jump, I would say, right? And if your lifestyle is leading more towards mental clarity, increased energy, I always say high vibration. If that's where you want to be, if you want to be at your best version, then book a call with me, right? That's how strong my system is, and I would tell y'all, I wouldn't put my name on nothing else. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I will never do anything else. People be trying to get me to try stuff, I'm like, no, I'm good. Because I want nothing to mess up what I already been doing for 15 years, right? So it's very important. So thank you guys for liking the live. And anything else that, let me see what I covered. We covered blood pressure, we covered cholesterol, we covered diabetes, we covered movement, right? So the key is always two things: movement and nutrition, both. And then also stress, because what trumps food and what trumps fitness is going to be stress. So if you can't turn off the phone, if you can't say no, if you can't stop overloading your schedule, if you can't make time for yourself, food and fitness is going to be secondary and third. Okay. The number one thing you have to first start doing is identifying your patterns and your habits, taking time for yourself, and then starting to do the food and the fitness, because you can be stressed out trying to do the fitness and the food, trying to meal prepping the wrong foods, or you're trying to do all these different workouts, might not be the workout for you. So now we stressing our body out even more. So figure out what that looks like. Balance the nervous system. If somebody is getting on your nerves, stop talking to them. Okay. That's the first thing. Anything that contributes to your stress. If your house is cluttered, declutter, give some things away, right? Take a trip, call in to work, blame it on me. Whatever you need to do, take the work, you need a mental health day. Okay. Whatever you need to do to put yourself first is important. Yes, Roger, I drink lemon water too. I didn't drink lemon water this morning because I got so much lemon and ginger in here. But lemon water, y'all, is another piece of I always call it's a puzzle, right? Y'all know when you put a puzzle together, right? You got all these little puzzles that make advancement in your life. So lemon water is one of those, vibration plates is one of those, okra water is one of those, cleansing detoxes is one of those. Those are all pieces of the puzzle that you need to have longevity. But one without the other is not gonna be there. We did it. We almost did it. It said 82 on my side. Where you seeing 100,000? And maybe they ain't came through yet. They ain't came through because I see 83,000. If we want, I pays attention to everything's around me. But those are the pieces of the puzzle, and you want to have all of them. So if you're gonna do your lemon water in the morning, let's not have a cookie at night, right? But let's figure out why we having a cookie at night. What is the reason why? Because you can go all day. I know some people that say, "Well, I don't even eat sweets in the morning time." It shows 100,000 on your side. What? It say 83. Anybody seeing 100,000? I see 83,000. Okay, we see 83,000 over here. Okay. I thought so, but I listen, we're gonna speak it into the existing, okay? We're gonna speak to somebody is saying stay on till we get 80, till we get 100,000. That's what it's saying. Is it good for O's? I say watch your system, pay attention to your body, right? Because if you're eating a acidic lifestyle as an O blood type, then lemon water could be essential. But now if you get too much acidity, where now you're starting to have, stomach aches, or you're starting to have like this taste in your mouth, then beware of the lemon water. But if your lemon water is to help you alkaline an acidic lifestyle. So if you're eating lots of fried foods, or a lot of shrimps and things like that, it could help you balance it out. But if you're eating an alkaline diet and then you add alkaline water on top of it, now you may start to have some stomach issues if you are an O blood type. So just be aware of your body. Now, if you're an AB or an A blood type, right, specifically, lemon water can help you set up your digestive system for the day, right? So if you're going to have animal protein, I recommend steamed hot water with lemon, and have that with your meal at a restaurant, wherever you are. If you are an AB or an A blood type and you're having animal protein, I would say to have that inside of your meal. That way it helps you break down that digestion, but more importantly, chew. Yeah, so just Broderick, pay attention to how your body is feeling, okay? But if you are living a alkaline lifestyle already, and then you add alkaline water, which is what lemon does with the water, on top of it, it may be too much acidity. So just pay attention to your body, and you'll figure out if that's what you like. Thanks for sharing the live, Sandra Sunji. I think I'm saying that right. Thanks for sharing the live. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all come in. That's the first thing we got to start doing, right? Coming in, tapping up, sharing the live, liking the live. Because if you find this information valuable, just think about all the people that this live didn't reach yet, right? So when I come on, y'all gonna start seeing me multiple times a week. When I come on, I'm gonna try to do a challenge. I'm gonna try to go live every day close to my birthday. Oh, I don't know why I just put that out there. My birthday is Friday, so we gonna test it out. Okay, we gonna test it out. So when you see me come on, y'all easily share, like, and send out to your people, because so many people don't know it, and so many people are, skeptical of trying it because they've tried so many things and it hasn't worked. So we want them to try something that we know that's going to work. I know it, the people in here that I've already tried it know it. So once you start to try it and you start to see it work, that's when you know it's something that we need to share to everybody, right? Because I'm not telling you to eat like me, I'm telling you to eat for you. Eat what works best for you, right? That's the most thing. Work out with what's best for you. Now, me as an A blood type, I go in the gym. I get right. Like, I love a Planet Fitness, right? Because I be using my black card. So as soon as I go into Planet Fitness, I get on the hydro bed. I let my body loosen out. I may go ahead and jump in the vibration plate to loosen up the smaller muscles. And then from there, I do my cardio, my resistant cardio. So I may jump on the elliptical or the bike for 20, 30 minutes. From there, I'm going to my strength training. And then I do my strength training sets. I rest properly in between the sets. I do the right amount of reps. I keep everything low impact. Then I go back to the hydro bed and relax out again, and then I'm out the door. So my system is different than if somebody was to go with me and there was an O blood type. We wouldn't even see each other in the gym until the end of the recovery, because our order of our routine is different. So this is how I train my clients. I train online in the mornings as well. So I do online sessions. When anybody that gets my system, if they choose the guided, I'm online with you weekly. So we meet up, whether that be a workout, whether that be running through the system, seeing what your week was like. We go through this thing and we make sure you get to the goal that you're intended on getting to. That is the guided system. The self-paced system, we check in once a month. I see how everything is going. Now, if you get an exclusive system, that means I'm coming to your city for 3 days, and we going in the kitchen cabinets, and we going to the grocery stores, and we're running through the workout face to face. Now, that's a high ticket, but it's some people that need that one-on-one, hands-on type of alignment. Okay. And as an O blood type, do I need to lift heavy? Absolutely. But Valerie, if you've never lifted before, right? If you've never done any type of workouts, I always tell people to start in the beginning phases, meaning 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, and just do what's comfortable, but not easy. If you're an O blood type, okay? That's gonna be the way to start out. I don't want you immediately going in the gym and just because it say lift heavy, you and they're gonna pull up 45-pound dumbbells. Not if you've never lifted weights before, okay? A lot of us are being trained or going into the gym. We're at 90K, y'all, 10 more K to go. We're going in the gym and we're immediately starting in a power phase or a strength phase. Y'all, we have to go from the beginning. Strength, when you want to burn fat and build lean muscle, that is called a hypertrophy stage, okay? That is strength building. That is 12 to 15 reps. So if you're in the gym and you're doing 10, you need to add two. Okay, 2 to 5 more reps, because that 10 is just not warming your body up. Your muscles is starting to understand and listen. Your brain activity is getting to the muscle, like, okay, you want to lift weights. But if you want to get results, 1 set is not going to do it. Okay, 3 sets is your starting point. Make sure that you're resting, recovering between each exercise and each set. Okay. Now, if you want in depth what that is, you got to book a call with me, because that's something that's inside of my system that requires an investment for you to have that on your phone or your print or your computer, whatever, for long term. Okay. That's the way that I get to my wellness center. Okay, so I want a wellness center. So by you investing in your blueprints, getting your system is how I get to my wellness center. Okay, and how I get to help so many more people in the world, in our communities, with this information. Yes, you are welcome. So start out with the 3 sets. Valerie, being an O blood type first, and you're gonna do your resistant cardio after. Okay, you pick on whatever resistant cardio you want to do, but push yourself. Okay, don't be on there leisurely. Okay, push yourself. Y'all, we got to stop wasting time on our results. Okay, now if you're in the maintenance phase and you love your size, you love the weight that you're at, and you're just going in the gym and you're working out to maintain or to feel you have more energy, then great, do that. But if most people are losing weight or most people are trying to decrease medication, and to do so, you want to do the right workout, right? Or the workout is fit for your chemistry. So, O blood types, push yourself. No more leisurely, no more staying comfortable. You've been lifting the same 12 pounds for 6 months. Okay. You've been lifting 12 pounds for 6 months and you're doing your 3 to 4 sets very easily. So now it's time to go up in your weight. Okay. My A blood types, my AB blood types, you've been lifting, your 10 pounds and it's going great. I need you to add a set. Okay. We're gonna add a set to what we're doing. So if you're at 3 sets, you're doing that 12 pounds and you've been lifting that for 6 months, it's going, I mean, hopefully not 6 months. Hopefully you've been lifting that for 8 months and I mean 8 weeks and you're ready to change 6 to 8 weeks. Go ahead and add that fourth set. Okay. Stop playing. Okay. No more playing around. We get into these goals. Okay. Now, when you get into the maintenance phase, then yeah, you may come back down to 3 sets. You may be good with that 12 repetition. If you're trying to, build a glute section or build your legs up, then yeah, you may go 20 reps. You may go a little bit more heavy. But when you get into that sculpting phase, you're close to the maintenance. If you got 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds to lose, we're hitting that total body, okay? We're working the body. We're sculpting and losing at the same time. When you go in there and you focus only on glutes and you got to lose 50 pounds, you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? Go in there, hit that total body, get you some mountain climbers, get you some of everything, some sit-ups, some mountain climbers, all of the things, some lunges. Walking lunges are amazing. Squats, if you can only do it on the bench, do it on the bench. If you want to work out at home, get you a chair. But start pushing your body, okay? Oh, A, B's, and A's. I'm not talking to y'all on the push, okay? Stay calm, stay relaxed, stay breathing to get you through your workout. You don't want your cortisol levels going up. My O's, stop being lazy. Yeah, I said it. Get to work, okay? Push, because I get a lot of my O's and y'all be trying to lift weights like it's so easy and you're cheating yourself, okay? So let's get to it. And I'm telling you, you will immediately feel the difference. Valerie, you're gonna have so much energy. When you start weight training, you're gonna be like, man, I thought it would tire me out. It's gonna do the opposite. It's gonna give you so much energy, okay? So much energy. And then the more you lift weights, the more you do your body, work your body, the more you're gonna start having the desire to eat more food, because I know you saying you don't eat a lot. Hey, I did weights before the machine today. Crystal, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. I love when people are willing to try what I'm saying. Willing to try what I'm saying. Listen, I hope you taking pictures, Crystal. I hope you taking pictures and you really are enjoying yourself and you're loving on yourself and giving yourself this encouragement, because when I tell y'all something about an old blood type to lose weight, y'all lose weight fast. Y'all just got to start doing the things. Y'all gonna lose weight so fast. I had to leave to get me a workout in, and you're still on live. Yes, ma'am. But see, that's how you put yourself first. I'll be back. Yes, ma'am. That's how you do it. See, you needed to go do that for a reason, because I was ready to come back and hear about it. Okay, that's essential, y'all. Crystal is an O negative as well. So making sure that you get that in, push yourself, y'all. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all are athletes. My O's, y'all are athletes. Y'all can do it. Y'all just need to push yourself, get out your comfort zone. My A's and my ABs, please, y'all, relax, take it calm. Journal, put the lighting low. If you can get into a gym and you're an AB or A blood type and the lighting is low, great. If you can get outside and do a lot of working out and stretching outside, that would be essential to your mental clarity. My ABs and my A blood types, I do need to take. Yet, listen, Crystal, this is what I didn't do. Right? Because y'all, I was in a state of emergency when I was losing weight because my mom was diabetic. My grandmother, I thought back, she passed at 62. My mom was getting to that age, and I was like, you know what? I need to lose weight, because if I lose weight, my mom's gonna lose weight. So I didn't even record myself working. I got some pictures and things which you guys will start to see, but I didn't even record myself. So, Crystal, my thing to you is to record it all, honey, to be able to look back at what you've accomplished and what you've done for your own health. and being as young as you are, girl, you are going to thank yourself. Okay. It's going to be time to throw a party, and I'm coming. Okay. Because when I tell you, you feel better, you sleep better, it's not about the external aesthetics, y'all. The external aesthetics will come. Okay. If you want to look better, okay, fine. Do something about it, right? But if you want to feel better, that's my motto. If that's just my message. If you want to sleep better, feel better, do better, think better, create better, then you got to do what's best for your food and your fitness. Yes, I can't walk on the treadmill. What'd you say? Yes, I can't walk on the treadmill. It has to be going outside. Yes, or you will go crazy. Yes, and if you're a blood type like me, Zori, so find you a hill and just walk uphill. You definitely I love a change, right? So I do that a lot. I go out. Yesterday I just sat in the park for like 2 hours and stretched. So really doing a lot of the things that helps your mental clarity will actually help you lose weight too. So that's super important, y'all. But really just kind of knowing, like you'd be like, man, like I could have did this alone, but that's okay. We're not gonna go back to what we could have did, should have did. We're gonna just start implementing it now, right? Because everything happens for a reason and everything happens on the right divine timing, right? So just making sure that you get what's best for you, y'all. The best. I love a good acai bowl. Now, y'all old blood types, please stop eating all these acai bowls at nighttime. Fruit is not to be eaten at nighttime. If you are an old blood type, please stop doing it. Okay, that is, it's not your friend. And I know y'all like to do it because y'all think it's healthy. It's healthy for A's and ABs, okay? And I'm just gonna give it to you real. So y'all don't forget, okay? You can do this at any age. Miss Sharon right here is over 60 years, is 60 years old, y'all. This is 30 pounds and 31 inches in 3 months, in 90 days. Who's been working out for 6 months and haven't seen the results that they want to see? Put a one in the chat. If you've been working out for 6 months and you've been eating right, you've been working out, and you haven't seen the results that you want to see, put a one in the chat. Is there anybody in here? Is there anybody? Because I know I will start so I can have my yes, honey. Okay, I will start and I'll have my proof on testimony. You are a huge support because thank you so much. Listen and do a Google review. I'm gonna send you the link. One in the chat. See, we got somebody that's willing to be vulnerable and share. So, Miss Cynthia, I remember you, Dr. Cynthia. I remember you are got to get that name right, y'all, because we don't be calling people Miss when they a doctor. We got to get that together. But do those essential things that just try those things out and watch how everything just changes. Go to your cold water fishes, okay? Make sure I'm gonna reiterate. Make sure that you eat your breakfast. Make sure that you get that strength training in, and watch how these numbers change. Watch how your weight loss change, and we're gonna bring you back. I want you to just come back and just tell everybody how it went. We're gonna track it over this next month, okay? You're gonna see me on the lives, and we're gonna connect and see how everything is going. Because I'm telling y'all, my grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, and my mom all B blood types, all diabetic. You can't tell me there's not a correlation. Okay, I have a adopted sister who is B negative, who is only like 15 pounds overweight, and they're saying she's pre-diabetic. Okay, so this is very, very essential. Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Cynthia. It's very essential. I needed to lose weight. I'm old and I have so many issues. The biggest thing is going to be that workout. Okay, if there's one thing in an old blood type when it comes to weight loss, that is your food plan is very flexible. You have to work out. You L blood types, it is essential. You every day, 5 to 6 days, 6 days at the least is a workout. And I know it sounds like a lot, but your body needs it. Your body is craving for the adventure, craving for the intensity. You have to work out. We know some O's that are avid workouts. We had 100,000. Yes, we have. Thank y'all. We have some. I have to finish this part. We have some old blood types that are avid workouts, and y'all know they lose their mind when they can't get outside and work out or get to the gym or go for a run. You just see people they go for runs and sprints every single day. Yes, thanks for the 100,000. Um, and it's essential because it makes them feel better every day. So once you get in the routine as an old blood type of working out every single day, you will start to feel better, sleep better, perform better, not even just at home, but at work. Some people are irritable in relationships. They have so much going on and they so focused on the relationship, focus being focused on their health and themselves. Work out, eat better. You're going to feel better inside of the relationship as well. Yes, it sounded a lot. It sounded like a lot. Yes, I listen. It sounds like a lot when you said it, but I'm on the rest. Yes, yep. And I said, nope, got it. Going to keep going. Yes, it definitely will. Because that takes time, right? It takes time. I have to force myself to rest, y'all, now because I be wanting to work out because I feel so good. Like I have so much energy, when I work out. But even just stretching and doing mobility exercises gives me workout. So your workout doesn't have to look the same as everybody else's. Your workout could be stretching, Pilates, yoga. It could be going for a long walk. But if you're an O blood type or B blood type, a long walk is great for mental clarity, not great for losing weight. You can do that. Not saying don't do it, but saying do it after you do your strength training. Right. So there's a combination of things that we have to put together that's going to give you the best results over time. Okay. Because we have organs, right? We get 30, 40 years to keep putting all this stress, keep putting all these foods and preservatives and chemicals on our organs before the organs just flatline, shut out, and now you need a transfusion, you need a donation, or you got to have all these different medicines that they giving you because your organ said they had enough. So let's go ahead and start cleansing those things out, doing those things and getting that together. Yes, I'll see you next week as well, Crystal James. So see that people are used to me being on Wednesdays. I'm actually going to be on a lot more. So y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to the tube, to Carrie Jonay. Make sure that you follow here. You guys repost. If you check out my profile, listen to some of those posts and on those videos, y'all comment, engage because I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna post something tonight about sleep again, and we're gonna talk about it. I'm going to commit to using my treadmill and eating better. Yes. And I think I need accountability partners. Absolutely. We here for you, CC. CCTD. We are here for you. What's your blood type? Real quick before I jet out, what's your blood type? Because we got that treadmill at the house, and that's what I'm talking about. So let's see. What's your oh, okay. So when you on that treadmill, I want you to raise that incline. If you're just starting out, just do to maybe three or four. And I want you to get you some hand weights or some wrist weights. And every say 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, I want you to just pump them arms, bring them together as you walk on that treadmill. Okay. I want you to pump it up. I want you to go put your legs on the side, maybe do some squats while you holding on, and then jump back on that treadmill. When you get to the point to where you can try, if you're not already there, start doing a run on an incline, break, squats, come back, upper body, get off, squats, okay? Because treadmill is not going to be enough for the O's, okay? We got to get that intensity. So if you got a heart rate monitor or you can hold on to something and see your heart rate, you should see it shooting up. You want to shoot it up and keep it up. Okay, that's gonna be the best for my O's. My A's and my AB's, I want y'all to stay calm and just walk the incline. It seems boring, but that's what your body needs because you're always on go mentally. So I want you to stay calm when you're working out if you're an A or AB. I know because we got to get your O negative because we gotta get the O negatives together. Y'all got to get on each other's emergency lists, okay? Because y'all can only give blood to each other and receive organs from each other. Being an O negative, so it's essential to know other O negatives and create a list. Talk to each other and things like that. Because if it comes a time where you are in a case of an emergency, those are the people that you want to go to, and they won't have to call the Red Cross and go through all these different lists. They can just put a call in to somebody, fly them in and get some blood that you need. Okay, so that's super important to know. Yes, yes, lock in with the O negatives. So I will see you guys. If you don't follow me on the tube, follow me on the tube because I'll be popping up over there on live as well. I am listening to my discernment, and the Lord has been telling me that I am not showing my face enough. So I need to get out here and really share and really tell my story, my testimony, and in hopes that this will help other people identify with their blood type and start to utilize it in a way that could be beneficial to the quality of your life. So I thank you guys for joining. If you're joining and you're new here, get the free guide. We're ending on the live, but get the free guide here by tapping K Jonay. Visit my profile, and open up the link and get the second tab. That's going to be the free guide. You can also visit bloodtypefit.com and you'll see testimonials. It's free to watch the testimonials and read about their stories and how long it took them to make their transformations and align. And they'll be coming on again too, but you can read a little bit more about them and their testimonies and things, and you can book a call when you're ready. So yes, all my O negatives follow each other. Check out the videos that are on the profile, y'all. Like, comment, engage, share those out so that other people can find this live as well. When it comes back up and when I come on live, okay, the more people we share it with, the more people we reach. So it's free to share, it's free to like, and it's free to comment. Okay, your information is always free, but your transformation is going to cost you an investment in time, an investment in energy, an investment in making a decision, and an investment in financial resources. Okay. So when you are ready to do all of those things, go ahead and book your call. And for now, y'all stay well and do at least one thing for yourself today, no matter what it is, no matter how small it is, because everybody on this live and beyond this live deserves that much. I will see you guys soon. All right, going out.